blue sky. Everyone. And copy. Wait, redo that. Oh my god. Can't send that message out there. That would have been horrible. Alright, got that out there. Now we need to put that everywhere else. Get that right there. Search up Full Sail Fin on Google by Devin Delight. Wait, is that not on YouTube? Like, is that like is it not on YouTube, or is it on, like, do I gotta go like a special website or so? Oh yeah, put this out there on the blue skis. I need a emoji. Okay, that's there. Let me also put. What is it? Not yet. It's not. Oh, is it? Oh, you want me to like promote the campaign? I mean, I'm always down to promote some indie campaigns too. Making sure this. I was about to say, "Hello, loser," back to you, Loki, since your name is Loser. Like, what made you pick that name? What am I looking for? I like back. Ah, makes sense. Jada, what up? Where else I gotta put this? I gotta put this in other places. Gotta put it in no places. What other places? What them other places, chat? Tell me what them other places. Come on now. I want to hear them other places, chat. Your host is silly. Mm-hmm. on, chat. I know y'all in here. Y'all watching. Sound off. Of course, we do that whole give a few minutes to let everybody roll in, but still. Need to put up a little bit more. So now I can go here. That's where I need to be. Okay. Make sure. Okay, that can be locked and loaded. Need another. I want to make sure this is a fairly busy stream for y'all because I got a bunch of stuff to cover. Wait. Oh man, definitely added a few new ones to this list, so definitely got our work cut out for us. But there was still the general community post I put out that a bunch of people put up a bunch of suggestions for indies to watch. So we got a lot to get through, but like I said, it's gonna be a busy it's pretty much a busy stream. Just want to get the last few more minutes for people to roll on in. I don't know why, but I had a lot of energy to draw this week, especially with my OCs. Nice. Yeah, I've been trying to get more into drawing myself. I've been doing a few practice draws, even drawing my own OCs. So, but I keep getting wrapped up in other stuff I got to get done, like, with YouTube and everything, so it's been like tricky a little bit to try to find time to properly draw. Like, that's why I always give kudos to those who do it regularly. It's like, man, y'all, like, you constantly see them on like on social media, like talking about how, like, sometimes it's hard to come up with inspiration, or they just don't have the will at the moment, But yeah, but I will say it's like it has been nice getting into it a little more, because it's like, to be honest, at first it was a little bit on the basis of I'm trying to spite AI. I was like, I see all this talk about AI can do this, AI can do that. I'm like, no, nah. Humans do better, okay? I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what a robot makes or a piece of machinery makes. Humans will always make better stuff, will always make better art, And so I was just thinking, you know what? I love animation. I love, like, comics and art, So I'm like, why don't I just try to... And I do write, so I'm like, why don't I try another creative avenue? Let's try, like, drawing. Let's try genuinely picking this up. Like, so I was like, let's get more into that. At first I tried a little bit of learning Blender, which it's a little intimidating for me because I'm like so many bells and whistles, you know what I mean? Like 3D animation, like I took a class one time in my college. It was like community college way early on, and like I tried getting a little into the 3D software. I forgot which specific one. I think it starts with an M, but I forget the type. Maya. It was Maya. That's it. And like I saw all these different tools and options to use for it, and my ADHD brain just was like, so many buttons, too many options.
How's about a kiss?
All right. Shout out to Jasonuity for the $7.99. So this is your first time watching Panty and Stocking with Garterbelt. The finale aired on Christmas, and people said Guy Next ruined Christmas because of the after credits scene. No, it's not my first time. I've seen the original series. I watched it low key in a bootleg way, to be a little bit fair. like I won't fully talk about my thoughts just yet, but like I have watched through all of the first season back when it was kind of, I think, a year after the fact, after the show had premiered, and I think I watched it through YouTube. This was like on the last bastion of watching anime through YouTube, like the last few years of doing that, that was, I think, Panty and Stocking is like the last anime where I effectively had to experience it through YouTube. People would watch anime through, like, in parts sometimes back in the day when YouTube wasn't heavy on copyright. So it was funny to get to experience it through that, but it was also still in the original Japanese. So but it was still fun seeing them, like, break out and try to use the English, like trying to say it trying to curse and be over the top. And it was funny then, like, whatever they, what the fuck? It's just crazy every time they say something funny, and it's just, it just added to it, And but I then later would watch the English version, and I love the English version more just because they turn up the cursing so much, like the raunch is extra high, just because it's funny when you think about it. Like, Panty and Stocking took inspiration from America, and so it's Japan trying to emulate America in its most extreme. And then when America ends up dubbing it, it somehow they somehow up the ante a little bit in the raunch than what the Japanese were inspired by the Americans to do. It's like, damn, the Americans outdid the inspiration of them. You know what I mean? It's a little weird, but it's funny. And so, yeah, but appreciate that $7.99, Jason Newity. Appreciate any more super chats, and anybody got any more. But yeah, we're about 13 minutes in, people starting to flow. Welcome to the stream. So we got a bit of a busy day. We got a busy stream for y'all. We got multiple segments. So first, I want to do a bit of a catch up on a little bit of news, particularly like one thing with YouTube and a particular trailer, King of the Hill. The new King of the Hill trailers dropped, and so I wanted to do a bit of a react live watch on that. I have watched it, to be fair, but we can rewatch it. We can just rewatch it. Why not? It's all vibes. And so, again, I'll give a bit of my thoughts of it so far. Spoiler alerts, I do like it. I really like it, but, I'll give deeper thoughts when we get into it. Also, I'm doing another Do I Got the Sauce segment. If you weren't here for the last stream, wanted to do a segment where I talked about comics that I've been collecting, any new stuff I've been reading, and so, because I've been picking up comic books lately, and it's been a good hobby. It's been a really fun hobby. So we're gonna get into that. Just finished a major comics, and I just got back from the comic book store earlier today. So I made a major haul, or not a major haul. I picked up some new comics because it was New Comic Book Day yesterday, and also I just finished a major book that I got in preparation for the new Superman coming out. So I'll go over that in that segment. Then I'm also going to cover the new Panty and Stocking, since I watched that yesterday, and I wanted to give my thoughts about the premiere. Since, like I just said, I have watched the original series, and I've been a big fan of it since it came on, since it originally aired. So, and I thought, why not talk about Panty and Stocking, since while it is anime, it's still very much like it plays like a cartoon the way it is. It's so insane, Nice. I love comics. I'm always interested in hearing what others are reading. Awesome. Thanks, Jada. Some of them for sure, you know, it's a shame that they got revealed to be shitty people. Not gonna lie. It's a shame that they got revealed to be shitty people. Oh, you meant the Funimation dub? Yeah, that's the biggest thing. I know they changed the voices for the new version, or for the new season, especially since I think it's a new company that's also doing this new season. Like, I know Amazon's distributing it, and this one's also made by Trigger instead of Gainax, which, I mean, Trigger was made up of former Gynex animators and such, so it makes sense that they're like, hey, we can get this back from y'all. Let's try to continue where we left off. So, but, Rip Gynex. Maybe, yeah. I mean, I haven't seen much lately from that. I remember, what was it, Dances in Frank or something like that? I forgot what it was, Bloom and Frank. But I didn't even watch that, so. But yeah, we got Panty and Stocking. And then finally, this is going to be the main crux of the whole stream. I'm going to be covering some indies. As you see on this whole playlist, I got a bunch of new indies lined up to watch. For this, I made the rule of I'm only going to watch about half of these, if say, because I don't really want to profit off of other people's work too much. It's more about trying to promote these projects and get more attention to them. So, I'm going to feed y'all half of it, and then we can, or unless it's really short, like this one Freaks of Laurel Creek, that is so short, half of it's not going to get you anything. But yeah, if it's really short like this, if it's less than 5 minutes, then sure, we can just watch it through. Why not? Yeah, Caesar. All right. Got a text calling talking to me about tickets for Superman. Need to book some tickets real quick. Hold on. Okay. Had that out of the way. Oh yeah, Soup's dropping tomorrow. Yep. Definitely excited to see that. But yeah, that's the stream. So that's pretty much what we got planned for the stream. What was the first section we should get to? Okay, news. So for the first bit of news, we got something I did want to cover. Hold up. I gotta look up. Yeah, YouTube has just come up. Yeah, so YouTube has officially done some new policies against the AI on their platform. So, let's take a little bit of a victory lap and laugh at all those AI slop artists. Come on, y'all. Come on, clap it up. Send some likes in the chat. Let's clap it up. Fuck these AI posers here, man. YouTube straight up saying no one can monetize their AI anymore. An update to the platform rules will tighten restrictions on inauthentic content. Trying to soothe concerns about an incoming update and the announcement that YouTube will be uploading restrictions around inauthentic content. Now YouTube seeks to clarify YouTube does all require creators to upload original and authentic content. In its initial notification, YouTube is updating our guidelines to better identify mass-produced and repetitious content. This update better reflects what inauthentic content looks like today. Man almighty. But they say they have a minor update to existing monetization, which already requires to make significant changes. Let's see. Richie says the new language will help to better identify when content is mass-produced or repetitive. This kind of content has been ineligible for monetization, and it's content that viewers often consider spam. Okay, just small little things here, but at the end of the day, it's fuck this AI shit. They pretty much are saying if you put AI stuff on here, you're not really going to make much money off of it. And it's good because let's be real, they've been filling up people's timelines in YouTube with a lot of that slop. You see so many AI made videos. It's hard to even trust any videos that don't have a face to them. I'm not gonna fake it. I usually get weary if it's just a voice now, because I'm like, okay, I don't know if this is a real person or if it's somebody. Or it's AI, they use that AI voice thing and they usually just make a video with a bunch of random images popping up. But this stuff has honestly wrecked the algorithm for so many people. Even Like, even looking for my stuff, like even looking through my page through YouTube, like like my homepage for YouTube, it's just there's no consistency with my stuff anymore. Sometimes there's a mix of stuff that makes sense to what I was watching, and then it's other shit that's like, what does that have to do with anything I'm watching? You know, so I think this is a good thing to help like fix up some of these problems we've been having with AI. Like, for one thing, it's been clogging up the system because like you would look for something, but then they would say, but then you get the AI results, you know, and it's like I'm trying to watch the real thing on this, and you're just showing me slop that's a regurgitated version of something I'm looking for. Come on. So I'm glad we're moving. I'm glad YouTube made a stand or took a bit of a stand to say, yeah, no, this AI stuff is not working out right now. So hopefully it sends better shockwaves. We really need more because right now they're trying to implement this AI crap into everything. And some people try to say it's about to be the way of the future. I'm like, no, the fuck it ain't. Things that were the way of the future didn't have to say they were the way of the future, okay? So we don't need to try to give credence to these Silicon Valley jackasses who think they can rule the world with technology, okay? Just no. So it's always just fun to point out the L's of AI and all the slop artists who think it's going to go anywhere. Yeah, that's a bit of that update. Let's get this over here. Yeah, what is this? Yeah. Yeah. And yep, new season, new trailer for the new season. Yeah, basically the new season of King of the Hill. So I wanted to pretty much do a bit of a live watch with that. At this point, I'm convinced even they aren't believing it's the future anymore and are just trying to find more nickels while they can. Oh, it's easily that. Like, some people, if you know, remember the 2008 crash, that's where we're likely heading with AI. Like the 2008 like subprime mortgage crash was a case of people like these the banks were selling to like people who absolutely could not afford like the houses they were selling, you know, or for the loans and all that. And then obviously they were betting against that. They knew it's like those people would fail. And this type of shit here it's kind of in the same ballpark where it's like these AI bros are trying to sell this fake technology and hype it up and pretend like it's something good, and then try to say, yeah, every system needs to implement it to make it run better. Every system implements it, everything runs shittier. And it's like, yep, there's that shitification that people were warned you about with this stuff. It's like if you wanted AI to be a real thing, you would have actually made it. You would have tried way harder you would have tried at least a little bit harder here. But no, they were ready to sell it before it was ready to do anything. And now the chickens are coming home to roost at this point. It's fucking fraudulence, man. That's like AI bros are absolute frauds. So let's not give any credence to them, okay? Like, fuck AI. But you know, it ain't fuck King of the Hill over here. So
man, you got that.
Oh my god, that's loud. Like I said, I did watch this, so let's see. I want to make sure we're good. Heck. Gotta make it so epic.
Dang old king, man. Oh, wow. I'm getting a hug. Okay. Emotional.
It's been hard with you and Peggy gone, Hank. I might have let myself go a little.
World has changed, Dad.
I don't know how to kick someone's ass over Zoom, but I'll figure it out.
Okay, pause this. What is happening?
Okay. Is that a...
Don't worry. They're both all gender.
Uh-huh. Are we all gender?
5 stars?
I'm gonna give you a 4. That way it gives you something to work towards. If you ask me, 5s should be rare in this world.
Sorry, y'all. I guess Firefox wants to crap out on me. What is going on? Keep trying to say my malware bites is slowing things down. I'm like, that is literally my security. Jeez. Sorry. What is happening? Jeez. A little fucking malware guard and somehow Firefox is shitting itself. What is up? Damn. Alright, I guess we can run that back. I'm gonna just not enlarging if that's too much for it. Damn.
Oh, man, look at that. Return of the dang old king, man. Oh, wow. I'm getting a hug, okay? Emotional.
It's been hard with you and Peggy gone, Hank. I might have let myself go a little.
The world has changed, Dad.
I don't know how to kick
Oh
someone.
yeah, I wanted to show up. Yeah, bruh. Bill, man, my guy. What happened to the boy? Like, y'all could not leave that. Y'all should not have left this man alone. Like, damn. Like, oh, poor Bill. Poor Bill. Like, he let himself go. He let himself go. Like, jeez.
The world has changed, Dad.
I don't know how to kick someone's ass over Zoom, but I'll figure it out. Huh. Okay. Is that a...
Don't worry, they're both all gender.
Uh-huh. Are we all gender?
See, watching this earlier, it's like, it was genuinely funny because it's like, knowing Hank, it's sincere. It's very sincere. You know he is asking that in the most sincere way as possible. Because he's an honest guy. He's a genuine honest guy. It's just, it's like, okay, I just want to make sure I understand how this works. You know, that's how he is. You know, I think that's something that just like that they showcase. This isn't like I think they wanted to kind of make a point that it's like for people who would think he would be the type to vote Trump. It's like, no, he wouldn't. Maybe, actually, I don't think most of the characters would actually vote for Trump. Thinking about it, but yeah, I did like that bit with with that little all gender joke.
5 stars?
I'm gonna give you a 4. That way it gives you something to work towards. If you ask me, 5s should be rare in this world.
We sure are. I do not want to be conceited, but I have been told my whole life I'm a 5.
In my experience, Hank Hill would 100% vote Trump. I'm sure your experience of different people, yes, but I don't think. But I have a very disappointing life. Jeez. I think, hey, Hank is too honest of a person. He didn't even go for Bush just because he didn't feel he was genuine. And then you got Trump being as bombastic and over the top as he is. He'd absolutely be like, I'm just sitting out if that's the worst, if that's how it would be. I think Hank would either be more of at worst, I think Hank is most likely it would be more of a just stay out of the, just not vote type. If it comes down to it, if he really doesn't like both candidates, but I don't think he'd be someone who would just be like go red no matter what. You know, I think he's very much he's very much an honest guy when it comes to his vote. It's like he needs to feel that you're an honest person first and foremost. So yeah, no, I haven't seen King of the Hill, but I feel like Hank wouldn't do that. Yeah, that's the vibe I feel too. Yeah, you know, like even Johnny had a great video like some years ago like pointing this out. Johnny Two Cellos, you know. So like it is crazy. Oh my god, that went too far. There we go. Fucking Bobby, man, look at him. Like it's crazy to see this because it's like they aged him up so well. Like he feels like it feels like they went in a good direction with his design. Like, okay, they followed through on where the series left off. It's like, okay, him and Hank finally found something to connect with, and that was with cooking, or particularly grilling, you know. And I think them properly following up with 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 Bobby, jeez, can't talk right now. With Bobby here, I think is smart. I think because they knew it's like you got to do something more. You can't just come back and be like, it's the same show as before. Bobby's still 13 and everything. It's like it wouldn't work. It becomes Simpsons. You know, it feel too much like the Simpsons. Even though, to be a little fair, they did like do it like the Simpsons, where they would go through different, like they went through different presidential terms as the show was running. So, but Bobby didn't age up as that was going on. So, but but with King of the Hill, it's like, nah, it makes sense to age them all up.
I'ma say, Dirko-man. I'm your chef, Bobby Hill.
Oh my God.
Nowadays, beer is fruitier, bolder, more assertive.
I've been drinking beer for 40 years, and I never wished once that it tasted more like fruit.
I do like that there's going to be a little bit of tension between Bobby and Hank. You know, it's like, yeah, they did end on a good note in the original series, but that doesn't mean it was perfect. It's all perfect. There's still going to be some butting heads, you know, and I like that they pick beer in this instance, because yeah, it is kind of a thing where older generations like the taste of beer and younger generations are like, give me some flavor. Because I'm sorry, like beer it's swill. It just tastes like swill. It's not even supposed to taste good. It's just there to get you drunk. And I'm like, I want to get drunk, but I also want it to taste good. You know, I don't want to just taste swill to get and then get drunk. Then I'm gonna be pissed off while I'm drunk.
I love a dance with clear rules and instructions. Bobby wants to bring that new girl over for dinner.
The vegan? What the hell am I supposed to feed her?
Can't we just put some grass in a bowl?
Jeez.
I cannot believe they're allowing it to happen openly in the streets.
Fake sport, man. You got to tackle something, man.
The thing they don't...
You gotta like how they showed, like, I like how they played that, made it seem like they're complaining about what, like, something major or controversial. Is just the typical, oh yeah, Americans just don't like soccer or don't like football, you know, the real football. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly how it would be if they saw, because yeah, in this day and age, more people find you know, football more, like original football, more compelling than like American football. It's just how it goes. Like, America likes it because it's a pastime, but the rest of the world's like, gone. But yeah, I do like how they age these characters.
don't tell you about retirement is there's so much time to fill.
Honey, you do not need to get up at the crack of dawn every morning.
Peggy, I didn't retire to sleep.
I'm not gonna fake it. Hey, low-key, get Peggy a dumpy.
Not need to get up at the crack of dawn.
I'm sorry, they gave her a dumpy. What the fuck? Give her a Peggy dumpy.
Dawn every morning.
Peggy, I didn't retire to sleep my life away like some Nepo baby.
Whoa. Say so.
It's Bobby. Yellow, honey. So glad you called.
Oh no.
Are you eating something? Let me hang up and call back.
I mean, you don't get the message then that he butt dialed his parents while making out. Like, goddamn. How you gonna get it? Did butt dial your parents, man? But yeah, that was the trailer. Man, I'm excited to see this. I know. Look, some people get mad at like reboots and all that. And like I've said this when I was covering Phineas and Ferb before. I said it like it's fine to bring these things back as long as you do something different. You know, like you can't just be, oh, it's exactly like it was, it never left. It can't, you know, it shouldn't feel like that. It should feel like you up the ante. You put us in a different situation than we would see these characters, you know? How do you feel about the animation of the trailer? I think the animation is pretty good, honestly. It felt a little weird in these few clips that I saw that they released. It was like the one where they were in a museum and it was like really boring. it looked a little bit off, not off, but definitely like okay, different from what we would normally like feel from, it's different from what we had. That's, I'll say that much, but it's not bad. You know, I don't feel like it's one of those things. It's not gonna get exactly. We're never gonna get back to how we had the original series, but but I think with what we got here, it still works really well. I think this is still a really like good medium to it. A nice happy medium they found with the animation. I think the best way I could put it is it gets the job done. It's like sort of like, yeah, it's like it's nothing overly spectacular, but I think it's still really good and works. The biggest thing is how they play up those jokes. I mean, the way Dale like straight up smacked the shit out of Hank. I thought that moved pretty well. So, you know, and also, you know, a bit of a good sound design can go a long way. We could be a little real about that. OG Dale voice passed away. Yeah, I think he managed to get a few episodes in, so I think at some point, if Dale is in some later episodes or certain episodes, he might sound different. But yeah, he sadly passed away. It does suck because it's like with this revival coming in, they were already going in with a bunch of with some characters kind of feeling like they were pretty much up in the air, you know, like you had Lucky and you had Luann and Lucky, who both their voice actors like Brittany Murphy and Tom Petty passed away, and so it's a question mark of what are they. I think what was the later voice heard earlier? I think that was the later voice heard earlier in this trailer. God, yeah, and so, but yeah, it's gonna be. That's the biggest question mark. Is I wonder what they're gonna do with Luann and Lucky. Do they replace the voices, or also Jonathan Joss? Jeez, right, Jonathan Joss, and he was murdered. Yeah, so we're losing Redcorn. We lost Redcorn too. I think he recorded lines. Yeah, I think he actually recorded, so he finished. But if they come back, I think they got renewed for another season. But yeah, Jonathan Joss sadly was murdered in a homophobic attack. Fucking just human pieces of filth. It's just tragic. Fucking horrible. So I'm hoping they'll most likely pay a big. I'm wondering they'll pay a tribute proper. It might be an after credits thing, especially with Jonathan Joss, because he was recent, literally. Like it was either like a month, 2 months ago, either a month or two ago, that he was sadly killed. Ugh. But yeah, it's been a month. Yeah, it's only been a month. But so far, but this trailer, I do like where they take everything. I'm enjoying how it's playing out so far, but it's the question mark of I want to see a full episode, man. Like it.
Oh, life, I'm a 5.
That one, Loki, is like, you could look at that as positive. That joke, Loki, you could look at it as positive or negative when it comes to Peggy. It's like she's been told she's a 5. It's like, It's like, I was like, come on, y'all ain't need to be going after Peggy, like, but oh man, it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be It's gonna be fun. I'm excited to see where they take this. Like, I know, of course, they're gonna be tackling like a bunch of the modern day sensibility things. They kind of have to, but I mean, it makes sense. It's King of the Hill. They've always tackled that type of stuff. So, but them doing it from the angle of them being older adds an interesting layer to it. Especially since there's with this, I know they added a new layer of plot to them, is that the hills have been gone. You know, like we see in the trailer, they're returning to Arlen after so long. The way they describe what the synopsis I think read for it was, Hank worked on an oil rig. It's for Saudi Arabia. You know, not like an oil rig, but a pipeline or so. You know, like I think he got on commission with Strickland, or from Strickland, and so him going away, now you're wondering, man, what did the guys get up to in that gap? They did show the opening for it, and it tells a whole story. Now, I don't think it's a full opening. I don't think they're gonna keep, because it's an actually longer, extended opening. It's supposed to regale the whole story of what happened with all of these guys in the midst of Hank's absence. You know, the opening made me think Bill died of COVID. I think they do. It's like, we can't get rid of Bill. I'm wondering where they take Bill, because it's like, jeez, that man, he was already in a rough spot to begin with. So it's what was life for him like without Hank? You know, the one responsible friend amongst all of them. It's like, think it'll be good. There may be some casting issues down the line, but I'm sure it'll be good. Yeah, I think it'll be pretty good, especially since Mike Judge is on this. I know he was pretty busy with common side effects, but I think it's like, but at the same time, it's like this full crew. He's all over the place. The man's working, you know. But I think they got a lot of the crew, the original like major crew, back for this, and there might be some new talent as well into the mix. So it's gonna be interesting to see, honestly. Like I'm hoping they stick the landing, like, because far be it for me to just keep bashing on a dead horse, but like, this was the type of thing that this is the type of thing I wanted out of the Phineas and Ferb revival. It's like, either age them up or put them in a different scenario or some sort, you know, do something different. It doesn't have to be tackle what's happened in the past few years, but just do something new or different situations, something like that. Is Dale vaccinated? Would he be an anti-vaxxer? I don't know. I feel like he might be, yeah, but, or maybe not, because it's like, he probably would have gotten something by now. But then again, he's probably surrounded by everybody else who's vaccinated, that it's like, he's not likely to catch anything just yet. But I don't know. That is an interesting question, chat, to ask. Is Dale vaccinated? I don't know. Y'all sound off. And while you're sounding off, hit them likes in the chat. Let's get that popping. More likes in the chat means more views on the stream. Come on now. Also do likes on the actual stream itself, you know. Save it to a playlist of some sort. Dale's like the roaches he kills. Unkillable. Yeah. Like, Dale gets into a bunch of crazy shit, and it's always a case of, like, it feels like he shouldn't be able to survive most of the crap he goes through. Like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, it's interesting to have Bobby. I think he's running this. He's running this restaurant, or this might be a case of it was a failed business. I think that might be the synopsis. I don't know. We'll see, depending on when the episodes finally drop. Which annoys me about the episodes is the fact that they're doing the whole drop them all at once thing. Which, come on, man. I'm like, it's King of the Hill. It should be a weekly drop. Ugh. It's just like, they're just gonna drop, I think it's all 10 episodes for this season. And I just find it dumb. I just find it annoying, because it's like, you would guarantee way more discussion if you do weeklies. Like, this should be a weekly show. It makes sense. It shouldn't. It's not to say you couldn't binge King of the Hill, but I think it just works better when you watch it in bits here and there rather than a full binge. Like, I don't know, even if I'm gonna watch it, I'm probably gonna try to make it a weekly thing. Like, I might savor it, because I kind of don't want to. Like, I kind of don't want yeah, I just don't want to burn it out. I want to really enjoy the fact that it's back and hope, and like, I mean, I'm probably gonna read a few a few thoughts like people are having about it, but I'm probably not. Gonna probably try to avoid spoiling it myself. Just like I just really rather just like take it in episode by episode. So I think I'll try, but but I don't know. If the urge gets to me, I might break, depending. But we'll see. Is Dale gonna find out about Joseph and Redcar, and I want drama? Man, I'm not gonna fake. That is gonna be a question. That is something to ask. It's like, do they decide? Okay, Nancy just came clean and finally admitted to Dale that she had Joseph with Redcorn. Oops, sorry. I wonder. I don't know. It's the question to ask, because it's like, does the show really want to tackle that situation? Like, that is such a, oh my god, why was this in? Damn, sorry y'all, didn't mean to put that in. Terrible quality for you. But it's like, it is the question to ask. It's like, because they could do that. They could, if they really want to showcase if they really want to showcase a flawed marriage, then if they want to showcase a major flaw in a marriage that can and showcase them overcoming it, they could go that route, you know. I really hoping they'll do in the reoccurring plot arcs and character development that the earlier seasons King of the Hill did. Yeah, I think they could kind of build up a little more of those arcs. Just keep them short, you know. They like the way the show did it. It was always like part 1, part 2, rather than part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5 or something, and it's dragged out amongst the seasons or something like that, or it's dragged out within a season, or you know, or they kind of make it a small bit in a season. You know, it's like, okay, it works within a 5-episode period. Like, say when Peggy fell out of the plane, I think that lasted like maybe 5-6 episodes. And then they were just kind of back to normal. So I think that could be a good way to keep things interesting with this revival. So, but yeah, what are y'all thinking of it so far? What are y'all excited about? What do y'all expect to see from this new King of the Hill? Because, like, I don't know, I was a little skeptical going into it, but with everything I've been seeing of it so far, it's like it genuinely has a feel of they're gonna put their all into this. They're gonna put their pussy into this shit. So, like, I'm down for it. Like, I've pretty much been down for it since they started showing off like the footage. So, just good social commentary mixed with new perspectives. Yeah. Oh. Jesus Christ. There you go. But I'm interested, but they can go either way quality-wise. I've never been the biggest King of the Hill guy, but this is showing a lot of promise. Yeah, I'd say if you haven't watched a lot of King of the Hill before, it's like, I'd say give it a watch. I know for some it's a little bit like slow-moving. You might feel like, oh my god, it's just, there's nothing to it. It's not funny, it's not that but the lower tone is what really sets it apart as an adult animated series. Like, the more grounded angle to it, the fact that it's like, it's kind of one of those, it did Bob's Burgers a little bit before Bob's Burgers, where it's like, okay, let's play in a world of reality here. There is no major mysteries like that. I mean, there's no real spiritual anything that's going on, or super absurdist stuff that only a cartoon could survive. It's more, in a way, it's very grounded. You know, it's working within a realm of like nonfiction more so than anything. I'm in season 3 of my watch through right now. Oh yeah, you watched the first season of if you probably watched that first season, that that is like the most out of characters everybody is. Like, nobody is exactly right in the first season of King of the Hill. That is always the first warning. Like, it may seem a little mean, and Hank and Peggy may seem a little bit dumb as parents, and Bobby might even seem a little bit too stupid, but it really is like stick through the first season, and it picks up significant. It will pick up. But but you did say you were in your season 3 now, so The Good Family. When that first premiered, I tried watching that. I genuinely did, and I was like, this is a show. This is a show. That is all I could really say about The Good Family. It's like, it is a show. It was basically the more left-leaning version of King of the Hill, kind of like trying to make fun of liberal or progressive, more so progressive parents who, they adopted an African child, but it turned out to be a South African child. They were a white couple who really want to help, a minority. That's what they were thinking, but they end up getting a South African child who's, just as white as they are. It's funny in some ways, but yeah. I think it was called The Birch Show. Be interested to see how it compares to this attempted clone that came out a few years ago. Mr. Birch. Oh, Mr. Birch, yeah, that Daily Wire TV show that crashed and burned because Daily Wire crashed and burned. Oh, it's so fun watching bigots fail. But yeah, they were trying Mr. Bircham, not Mr. Birch, Mr. Bircham. They tried to copy King of the Hill, but you ain't copying King of the Hill. It literally is a satire of conservatives, you have conservatives who want to write conservatives. They're going to make themselves look good. And it's like, nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Bitch 'em. See, that's what people say about going woke. See, what's that people say about going woke, going broke? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, really. It genuinely is funny that they were like, oh yeah, go woke, go broke. And it's like, Sure, Jan. Seems like y'all went broke. Good fucking goodness, man. That's funny. That's just funny. But enough King of the Hill talk. I'm excited to see it. I might get some more thoughts when it actually drops. But for now, I'm excited to see this, But let's move on to another thing. Panty and Stocking. I watched the full thing. I'm just gonna pause this. Mute. Need to make sure this thing is like, doing the thing. Can we slow this down? Autoplay is on. I don't need autoplay, but I do need a loop. What can you do to slow you down? Playback speed. There we go. So, Panty and Stocking with Garterbelt, man. I was like I said earlier in the stream, like I've been a fan since it was kind of, I watched it like a year after, and it was just so insane to watch. I grew up on a lot of insane adult cartoons before, even animes. I watched like Dead Leaves, a lot of Guy Next stuff, but Panty and Stocking, watching it is crazy because it's like, it's basically, because this was something I found out about it, was that it basically was that the creators watched Drawn Together from America. On Comedy Central, Drawn Together, a show that is so insane and just the most offensive fucking adult cartoon you probably could think of that was ever presented on American television. They caught inspiration from that, of all things. So watching the show, it's like, I see it. Yes, it's exactly Drawn to fucking Together. Drawn Together was too ahead of its time. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't, man. Have you rewatched it recently? That show was pretty fucking bad. That show was just there to insult everyone, just to insult everyone, man. It was nah. Okay, no. But with Panty and Stocking, it's so interesting to watch because of how batshit insane it was. But it went insane in so many other ways. You know, it went insane with not just raunchy jokes, but also the animation. Like they would crank it up or crank it down sometimes and make it cheap looking just for a joke even. And so it felt like it was a show that just loved to do what it wanted to do. You know, it just lived as a cartoon and enjoyed being a cartoon. And that's something that I think was what everyone was hyped about when it first dropped. And so when it ended the way it did, with Panty like slicing up her sister, with Stocking slicing up her sister Panty, it just scattering the pieces around, all 666 pieces, as they say, you know. It's like, oh, okay, that's a crazy twist, but sure. Then we waited 1 year, we waited 2 years, we waited 3 years, and it was dead. It was basically like, yep, this was a one and done season. We're not getting any more Panty and Stocking. It's over. We lost it. We had something greater. We lost it, man. But you know, glimmer of fucking hope. The girls are back, and honestly, with this new season, they ain't miss a fucking step. They did not miss a fucking step with the premiere, okay? It's only one episode, yes, but the way they came back so strong. They knew, it's like, nope, we've had these scripts ready to go. We've had this season 2 ready to go when they first dropped back then. And now they finally get their chance to do it again, and here we are. Come on, man. I just noticed the intro shot for the trailer looks mad similar to OK KO. Makes sense since Trigger worked on that show too. I mean, yeah, Trigger did have a few moments.
How's about a kiss?
So, you know, who's your fave, Panty or Stocking? Look, I may be a simple guy, but I was always a Stocking guy. But Panty is funny just because of how over the top she can be. So, I don't know. I've always liked Stocking more just because it's like, okay, she's a little more reserved and her design was just a little cooler to me. And they got Trigger's team on this, so it's going to look more insane down the line. Well, yeah, Trigger was made, I mean, that's the thing. The original Panty and Stocking was made by Gynex, and Trigger was effectively the like, it's made up of people who used to work at Gynex. So at this point, it was just Gynex people getting their property back and now being allowed to finally continue it. Since I think Gynex, like the company itself, I don't think it's defunct, but it's like, it's just not at its high. It's not at its hype like it was before. Jeez. Cannot talk today. My God. But yeah, yeah, so far this has just been it's just been great. Like the way they came back so strong. And also, yeah, shout outs to again Jason Newity for the $2.99. Appreciate you. But man, like at first you would think they would try to do something too over the top or different. They're like, no, we're just gonna set the stage and just show we haven't missed our step. We know this formula. We created it. We know what to do with it. We got the ball. We gonna take it. We taking it there, okay? Like it pretty much takes up right after where the original series left off. You know, where after Stocking sliced up Panty and left the pieces to the wind, they play a joke as to imply, oh, so many years have passed with brief, mourning Panty being dead. But then they realize but then they make a joke being like, no, it's only been like 5 minutes, man. Let's get it together. It's like, oh, okay, we're just stepping right back into it. We are not pretending like, oh, so much time has passed and we need to do that. Because it didn't need to do that. The way the show ended, it's like, yeah, it ended prematurely. Hiroyuki Imiyashi directed the original and is directing a new season as well. Ooh, see, they like that adds more to it. To my point being like, you got the people who worked on the original coming back and being able to finally say something on this, or being able to like make it the way they want it, or finish it, I should say. Jeez. Like the way the premiere itself, like it does everything right in reintroducing the new set and kind of just sort of reintroducing a few angles to it. You know, they catch you back up to where the last season went. They don't, but they do play it more as just a continuation of the last season, straight up. It's like, okay, we're continuing where we left off. So if you caught yourself back up on the, like, you basically can just rewatch the old series and jump right into the new one if you really want to. You do not have to like do a lot of heavy you don't have it's pretty simple, pretty much. It's like, you know, they just get right back into it. I liked how the characters were they were great. They changed up a few things. Scanty and Knee Socks, they are now a part of the crew, which is definitely interesting. I mean, it was kind of implied that was where they were going in the first season anyway with the finale. So I think with what they did here, it's like, okay, we're seeing that we're gonna see some follow through on this, and they do help significantly. So what I'm really hoping to see is Panty and Stocking and Scanty and Knee Socks in this new dynamic of they're basically teammates having to work together. And then you got these new guys right here. I forgot their names. Chat, if you know their names, please sound off sound off. I do not remember what they were gonna call these new twins, but you know, they got this but they're pretty much a new threat. Oh, polyester and polyurethane. There you go. Polyester and polyurethane. It's clothing. But so they weren't in the premiere, but I'm interested to see when they show up and how they play out. I'm also interested to see how the infrastructure is going to be, because Panty and Stocking can sometimes be very episodic. So, you know, I think they did like sort of how America does it, is like 2 11-minute shorts or 2 11-minute episodes in one. And I don't know if they're going back to that style for this, or they're just going to keep it to all 22s just running through it. Like, I don't know, it's up to them. If they can make either or work, that's fine. Like with the premiere being a 22 minute episode, it worked. It was good. It was really good. It was well paced. It's batshit insane as you'd expect it to be. Like, they do all the fast talking, crazy stuff, fast hyper exposition of stuff to explain why certain things went the way they went. They even explain the whole stocking is a demon thing. It's the way they went about it. I won't spoil it, but it's like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense why it's something simple. It is just something fairly simple, but it makes perfect sense for Panty and Stocking for them to go that route anyway. But yeah, the animation, that's one thing. Like I said, they didn't even miss a step on the animation, man. It had the right amount of cheapness to it and the right amount of like budget kicking in to it, you know. Like it definitely looked a lot more cleaner. Like, as they move, there's definitely a bit more of a cleanliness to their movements in this, but you know, it's that trigger animation. It's expected. Not disappointed. I'm so glad Imiyashi got his baby back. Oh yeah. Like, it's great that it's great that they're able to do this and finish it how they want, you know, because it was something that felt like it was taken away too soon. It's like, this is popular. How are you not capitalizing on this? People love this. What? I mean, I get is like you can't advertise it to the kids exactly because of the raunch, but who cares, man? This is for the adults. That's the point. But man, but the way they got, I'll admit with the premiere, they don't show off. They pretty much get Panty and Stocking into a situation that they have to battle it out in, and so you're not gonna get too much of them like interacting as they normally are, but they do play around with it well. Like, I mean, they do, like, the way they play it out in this episode, it's insanity. Like, they go at it like the Anarchy Sisters that they are, and it's funny as shit and epic as shit, you know, and it's about as insane as shit as you'd expect it to be. Like, they start ripping each other's guts out type shit and biting on it and twirling around. It's insane. It's insane. But like, y'all gotta, like, if you haven't watched it, I say, like, please go watch it. It's on Prime, and I think it's also on Crunchyroll too. So you can watch it on like both if you have one or the other. But man, it's just so crazy to see them come back, and it doesn't feel like they missed, man. I'm like, it's a question mark of like, can they stick the landing, and even then, will we continue to see even more, you know, like, because it's just like, hey man, people have been waiting. This series has a major fan base that's been looking to clearly give it its support. So we're like, and now we're here where it's like, we never left. We've been waiting on y'all. We never left. It's been like over 10 years since the first season, and to see it come back like this, I think we're in good hands, man. The show is in good hands. They finally got their baby back, and they're doing it right. They know what they're doing. It's the batshit insanity that you'd expect it to be. Also, I love the music. The music was pretty hyped too. Like, I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna wait to like release it all. I think they'll wait to release all the music once they release all the episodes. But like, what they had in the first episode, I'm like, it's like good shit, man. It's like hype. I think Vizzy Pop would like Panty and Stocking, even though she's not into anime. Maybe. It's interesting. Panty and Stocking is on the same platform as Has Been Hotel. Makes sense. I mean, kind of, yeah. But I don't know if we see anime crossover. It might be a distribution thing. I don't know because I don't think Amazon's like funding it like that. It might just be distribution, which, you know, that works. It's still good because, like I said, I think it's also on Crunchyroll. But yeah, everything was great. Brief also they had Brief, and he had a pretty good like small little arc for him, because there was a bit of a question mark with him. It's like, okay, do you like Panty for her, or do you just like the idea of her, like the idea of her attitude, which her attitude could exist in many other people. So it just kind of begs the question, do you like her for her? You know, you try to play yourself as a pathetic nerd of some sort, but like, or the nerd who like submits to his queen and all that, but it's like, are you just in for the fetish or something? Like, what are you, man? Garterbelt, he was a bit problematic. He was pretty problematic in the original one, from his design with the way his lips were. Like, it's like, oh, that's a minstrel design. Y'all, why do y'all got his lips like that? You know, them big, overly big lips, and they're like pink to look like the minstrel shows. I'm like, come on, guys. And then there's also the fact that he's a Catholic priest, but he lives up to that rep in the original. I'm thinking they'll either continue that forward. I don't know. Depends. So they could either play it up as he is a villain and he stays like that, or I don't know. Maybe it's like, I don't know. It could be, they could go many routes. They can go a redemption route, or they can go him being the true evil that the Anarchy Sisters have been missing the whole time. You could play into the playing it to the angle of Christianity being taken over by blasphemers and liars and such, and people who believe in deceit. It really, I don't know. It's gonna be. I'm interested to see where they take things. Hell, I'm interested to see where they take the whole brief and panty angle. So I don't know, because I don't know. I wasn't the biggest shipper of them. It was kind of I guess we're gonna do this in the last episode, which wasn't bad. But I mean, the way they got Panty is gonna be a question mark of like, well, I don't know. Can she be with Brief if we're going that route, or is Brief just a big Panty fanboy who, I don't know. We'll see where they go with it. So I'm not one way or the other on Panty and Brief romance. I guess it's like they go that route maybe, but it feels like it would kind of take away a bit of an edge to Panty as a character, I feel. But I don't know. What do y'all think? Like, I'm always curious to hear what y'all thoughts are on that type of stuff. You know, do y'all think Panty should like follow through on a romance with Brief, or should they just keep it to he's the fanboy who keeps getting stepped on? Like, I don't know. I will say with the new voices, everyone sounded fine but Panty and Stocking is a case of I gotta get used to them. Like, for the English dubs, I want to say. I think they got the original voices back for the Japanese. I feel like they have. But the English, they definitely have a new voice dub. And they're not bad. You know, they're not bad at all, but they might take some getting used to. Particularly, I want to say Panty might take some getting used to, just because it's like her voice is deeper now. It's not as high pitched as it was and valley girly like it sounded like it used to be. It's, you know, she sounds more like a Midwestern girl, which ain't bad. You know, it's not bad. So I don't know. The way this episode was, Panty and Stocking were both kind of out of character for most of it, so we won't. But when they come back, you know, come back to character, it's great, it's amazing. But so we won't be able to see how they test their chops until we get to the next episode. So, but with this first episode for the season 2, excellent, fucking amazing. Like, the animation was just amazing. Just the music was great. The characters are in full swing. It's like full repent and go Bears, motherfucker. Is it like full repent and go Bears, motherfucker? I don't know what that means. Is that football reference? But like, yeah, man, this new Panty and Stocking, some good sex. Like, it's just some pure good sex. Chicago accent. Oh yeah, Chicago Bears. Yep, that is Panty and Stocking with Garterbelt. I'm curious to hear y'all's thoughts. You know, if y'all seen it or not. Not sure. But yeah. And with that, I kind of want to transition real quickly to our other segment. Okay. We're on that. Do I got the sauce? So, I want to talk to y'all real quick about some quick comic I read recently, or just finished recently. We're talking about All-Star Superman. I don't remember the year this actually dropped, to be honest, but this is considered pretty much a major classic for Superman, you know. But I want to know, y'all got the sauce with this one, obviously. But reading this, it's great. I finished it today, honestly, just before I got on stream. I wanted to get through it. I wanted to read this because I knew the new I wanted to read this because the new movie I know is based on this, or more or less takes some continuity from this. So I was, or inspiration, I should say. And so I was curious to see exactly how good the story was, especially since I heard a lot of hype for it. I never saw the All-Star Superman movie. I saw it, like, I never saw it. I saw trailers for it, but never watched it. It was always on, should get to that, but I never got to it. I saw the Superman versus the Elites. To be honest, I kind of like that, but I need to rewatch it. It's been a minute. I know, for some people, you might be like, oh, why are you on Superman? Why you like Superman now? Look, we can learn as we grow. Because if y'all remember that old, said Superman was like the worst superhero of all time video. That was like back in 2015, 10 years ago. But, yeah, was that 10 years ago? Yeah, I think it was. But, or it might have been 2016, one of the two. But it's one of those things where, like, I've been kind of rediscovering that it's like I was a major Superman fan growing up. You know, I watched a lot of the animated series. I was very into the Justice League and like Superman stuff. But the biggest thing was like you get a lot of bad adaptations. We had Superman Returns, which was just boring. Then Zack Snyder came in and ruined the idea of who Superman is by making him Jesus for some stupid reason. And it's just been downhill since then. Everyone's just been like, yeah, Superman just ain't good for adaptation, you know? Now we're here with James Gunn's new adaptation, and it's interesting. I will say, with reading this, James Gunn is not going to adapt this book properly. If you are someone who loves All-Star Superman, you better not go to that movie expecting this to be adapted properly. There's so much shit in this book that you're not gonna get done with a live-action movie. I think the movie is almost like 2 hours and 30 minutes or so. And I'm just like, the stuff in this is like so dense. Like, I will say you technically don't need to be a DC Universe like enthusiast or major know-it-all to be able to read this story. It's not exactly the best entry point to Superman, but it's a good Superman story that really showcases who he is as a character, you know, like it showcases the hardships he can go through. Some people, you know, I used to be one of the people who believe you could never write Superman interesting because he's too powerful. This one was like, let's break him and make him even more powerful, but there's a consequence to it. And so you're more seeing a compelling story about a guy who is in his last days and wants to do the best he truly can, you know. And the biggest point about it is like it's not about his powers. Like, even though he got supercharged, it's more so about what he's going to do in his final days. You know, he lost his dad due to a major disease that he could not stop. He gets hit with a disease that he cannot stop, and he's like, I got to do everything I can. You know, and so he just does so many great deeds, all in favor, while he's on this ticking clock, and he tries to make amends through stuff, through like his enemies. It's a really good Superman story. Like, I want to say that, like, absolute must read. Genuinely, like, as a big fan of Superman or someone regaining his love for this character, I'm glad I read this. I'm so happy to have read this. Like, I love the story where he like had to go back in time to try to see his pa one last time. It was good. It was so good. So, but again, it brings me back to the movie for the reason why I read this. I don't think it'll adapt it just because it's like the way the stories are told. They're kind of broken up, and there's a lot of, some of them aren't following a bigger narrative. You know, it's kind of like vignettes in a sense with how the stories are presented. So, I don't know. It's interesting to see how they're going about it, you know. But yeah, man, if you haven't picked up All-Star Superman, good, perfect fucking read. So yeah, go to your local comic book store, pick it up. But now for the other segment, I'm just gonna show off a few of the comics that I recently picked up today. Right now we got a Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion #2. Yeah, look at that. He's teaming up with the new Ultimate Wasp and Ant-Man, who are part of the new team of the Ultimates, which is basically like this new Ultimate Universe's Avengers. So it's good. I haven't read this. Most of these are new. I just picked them up and the stream was coming up and I needed to finish All-Star Superman, so I wanted to mostly just show these off. But yeah, that's Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion. We got to continue back on Superman. Got the latest Absolute Superman #9. This has been a good read, man. But so I'm excited to see where they go with this, because right now he's in a Smallville that's been taken under siege by this sort of group involving a lot of peacemakers, like a whole occupying army of them. Like, it's crazy. So excited to see what this issue got. Now, this one, this is a sequel. This is supposed to be the first issue to a sequel to a book I haven't read but just recently heard of. It's called Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. That's what the book is. It's a dark book about a serial killer who has to solve murders in a small town. Like, it's pretty crazy. It's a pretty crazy story, but this was issue #1 of a sequel. I don't fully know this is issue #1 of the sequel, Rite of Spring. And so in the first story, this bear over here is the serial killer, pretty much, and she's the one who has to solve a series of murders in a small town that she was living in. Her thing was, though, she kills people outside of the town she lives just to keep people off track. You know, it's like, hey, nobody knows who is, like, she kills people in a place where nobody knows you. So yeah, that's how she gets by. So that's gonna be an interesting read. I'm interested to get that started. I do need to get the actual Beneath the Trees, the first one. So, but this one it's gonna be a good read. I decided to pick it up just because it's like first issues, you know. I like picking up a lot of first issues. And hell, speaking of another first issue, Fantastic Four, baby. New first issue of the Fantastic Four. Like, so let me know. Tell me, I got the sauce? I got the sauce with this? Like, this just dropped this week. And with the new movie on the way, I was like, okay, should easily get this new #1, just because it's like they're finally back. They're back in the spotlight now that Marvel has the rights to them fully, and can. So I'm excited to see what they do with the movie. Honestly, like, the MCU feels like they're starting to move in a bit of a new era, and they're starting to realize, okay, people don't want us just throwing out characters left and right. They want a good story. They want us to hone in on this stuff. Even with Ironheart, that was only 6 episodes. It was played more like a miniseries, but it was a good miniseries in a sense. I think they might have a season 2, but I don't know. It depends on how they want to play out Riri's story with the way it ended. But yeah, man, I say, hop in here and show them the real power of darkness. The guys that are playing peek and talking mad shit. Oh, man. Hey, Tez. Oh, they're playing Peak. Yeah, I've been playing Peak a little. I have been playing that new game Peak with some friends. It is pretty funny. It's a fun game. Like, you pretty much climb up and you're just climbing these world-generated maps. You're trying just to get up to the highest peak because you crash landed, and it's like, hey, get to the top to be able to signal properly. But as you're climbing, it becomes very, very difficult. You face all these different obstacles that get in your way, and you run out of stamina really quick, and so it's easy to fall off and die. And it's very funny when you do, because you just hear this long echo of somebody just falling off a whole cliff. Like, all that progress is gone. But But yeah, like I do recommend Peak if you haven't played that game. But yeah, man, this is new Fantastic Four. Haven't read it, but excited to read this and excited to watch the new movie. I really hoping they come through on that new MCU movie. I really hope they're like in a good spot where they figure out, okay, because Thunderbolts is great. I personally love fucking Thunderbolts. And you know, but yeah, man. Like Thunderbolts was a really good one because they felt like, okay, let's get a little bit serious now. Let's actually take these characters serious and make them deal with a real dilemma. You know, it's like it's when, you know, because I know people wanted to see, let's say, like Tony deal with alcoholism, jeez, but they couldn't really get to it like that. The MCU didn't want to get that heavy, but this one they were like, let's try to get into some real shit. Like the way they started with Yelena clearly wanting to end things for herself. The way it started at the very beginning of the movie, it's like it's chilling. You know, it's different. If you feel like you're in different territory for an MCU movie, you know. But continuing a bit more of the comic talk, and also in terms of more number ones, I got myself a number one Miss Marvel. This one I don't think they have these like in print like that, but like my local shop had this Miss Marvel number one, and they just had it for a good $20. But but I caught this with other books, and my the guy at the shop actually hooked me up with a good deal, man. I was able to get this and a bunch of other comics for like $25, dude. Like, so I will say, like, go to your local comic book shops, because sometimes if you talk up to like some of the people you hang around them, because a lot of those comic book shops, like people hanging around there, they'll hook you up with like a good discount because they want customer loyalty. You know, they like people coming by and hanging out. So, hey man, hey Miss Marvel, I read her story, fun shit. Yeah, man, I like Kamala Khan a lot as a character, and I knew this was like the one book that definitely like really starts her like journey into the modern Marvel universe. And so yeah, I'm gonna probably read this, and I might get the rest of her like the paperbacks, you know, like the graphic novels for her. And to finish us off, now we got one last one for Do I Got the Sauce? Talking absolute Green Lantern issue number 4, baby. This one with the Joe staring off this Green Lantern like alien that has the symbol in the middle right here. Like this shit, like this shit's hard, man. This has been a good book, honestly. Like I have been liking this so far. Like, so, but I'm excited to see what they do with this. So far, it's still like in the middle of their main story as things are going on because it's comic books. But like DC's absolute run has been pretty fun to keep up with on some fronts. Flash, like I said, I think I said this last time on stream. I might stop collecting Flash. After the arc for this one, I might stop collecting this one as well. But I might stick to mainly Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman for the absolute universe. But you know, that was Do I Got the Sauce? But you know, let me know, chat. Do I got the sauce? Let me know. Sound off in the chat. I want to hear it. Hit them likes. Yeah. Been here and show them the real power of darkness. That's embarrassing. Guys are playing Peek and talking mad shit. Oh man, for goodness sake, talking mad shit on Peek. Of course they are. But yeah, with that all said and done, this makes me wish I was into this stuff. You should get into it. Honestly, I highly recommend getting into comics. Like, now, I wouldn't recommend getting into these single issues like this unless you got a lot of disposable income like that or something. Like, I do these like I do these, but I like I said, I'm cutting back on these. Just I'm gonna cut back on a few of these and stick to more like single issue new releases or first issue new releases, and not keeping up with the series. But yeah, it's not hard to it's not hard to get into these, but I do or getting into comics. You can even get into just manga if that's also your fancy. You can get into both, honestly. I say get into both. Get into it all. It's reading. It's good. It's good for the brain at the end of the day, you know. But yeah, I say get into comic books if you can. Like, go to your local shop. They're fun. They can be pretty fun. The people there tend to be nice or good. I wouldn't expect, like, I tried straightforward superhero stories, just ain't my cup of tea. No, I get that. I say look for stuff outside of superhero stuff, you know, if you're not really a superhero person. Like, comic books in general don't just live by the superhero, but I do love other types of comics. Yeah, you know, like the superhero stuff can get over the top if you don't find like a singular story. Like the All-Star Superman story, that is just one condensed story that you don't need all these other different continuities to keep up with. You just know this is Superman, this is how he operates. That's really it. You know, then that's kind of how the new movie I think they're going is, this is Superman, this is how he operates. We don't need to do a lot of extra stuff. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't know. I'm really excited. I mean, to continue a little bit on that, I am excited for this movie. Going to see it tomorrow. I've been hearing good things from it, about it. So, I don't know. It's an interest. So many people. Some people have told me they've cried at it. I'm like, shit. Oh shit. Like, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna cry. I don't think I'm gonna be around the crowd to cry in it. But maybe if I'm alone, maybe if I watch it when I'm alone at some point. But I don't know. It depends on if it's good like that. That's the other thing. But I don't know. But yeah, man, I say get into. It's like, yeah, keep up. I say keep up with comics if you like the trade backs. That's because that basically is like reading it like in the manga style, in a sense, where it's like collecting multiple stories versus just one singular issue a month, and it's a small story that's still part of a bigger narrative. You know, that's just how I say. But yeah, that will do it for that segment, and now we can get into some indie cartoons. All right, we got a bunch of these lined up right now. Like I said, we're gonna watch about, for the ones under 5 minutes, for the ones that are like 5 minutes and under, like we'll just watch all the way through, just because it's like, what else can you do? It's like, yeah, to watch half of that, even that would feel a little off. Like you would feel like it just got started, and I don't want to blue ball anybody that much. Again, it is about promotion though, so we're gonna be pushing everybody's channels, and all that. Oh wait, but before then, we have one indie that we should just talk about. Starstruck indie. We have Starstruck. I'm gonna get onto this page. They got their Kickstarter. What is this? Oh my god, go away. Okay, yeah, Starstruck. This is an interesting this is an indie animatic pilot they're going for. They're looking for about $30,000, and right now they're at 10K. This is from Wayback Studios. It's definitely, it has one of the creator. It has the creator of Failing Upwards on this so it's got some veterans on it. It's got people with a bit of some history to them for this project. It's an 11-minute animated sci-fi comedy pilot about Harper Hiragi. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that I'm mispronouncing it. I'm sorry. Starry-eyed musician from Earth with a lot more spirit than experience, but Harper's spirit actually ends up going a long way. A transmission fluke sends Harper's aimless, humble song broadcast across the cosmos into the ears of the biggest rock star in the universe, alien artist and heartthrob Azriel Phaser. Harper is flippantly hired as a tourist assistant and dragged into a wild galaxy of music and creativity that she never could have dreamed of. It's just not long before an intergalactic rock tour starts feeling a lot like the entertainment industry here on Earth. If you know, you could get blown up or transformed into a radiated slug while making a coffee run. Along with her cynical tour ship bestie, tech genius Court Voxel, Harper finds herself clumsily juggling Azriel's adventurous demands as her own musical ambitions are pushed to the side. Strange venues on stranger planets, otherworldly ways of life, and exaggerated assistance duty awaits. So, if you love sci-fi thrills, Heart of Final Space, the work-life absurdity of regular show, and the indie music satire of Scott Pilgrim, Starstruck is the cathartic adventure you've been waiting for. Oh yeah, this is a pretty interesting little indie pilot they got going. This artwork, I love this artwork, man. It's this nice simplified style, but it kind of reminds you of these old, kind of like the 90s a little bit, when the way they, or maybe early 2000s more so, like a good mix of the two in that design, like a bit of that urban aesthetic from the 2000s. Like this guy's Kurt. Like this guy's design. This is sick. Look at this. This artwork looks amazing. So let's get started on. Let's actually watch a trailer.
And
Does this not grow? Oy. Okay, let's see. Did they put the indie on here? This is a... yeah, they got their trailer here. Let's fix the playback.
This is Gary Tremarky, Hey guys, this is Gary Tremarky, the writer and creator of the indie animated series Failing Upward, here to talk to you today in an unscripted video.
I actually covered Failing Upward. I covered this before some years back on the channel a while back. It was actually how I was able to, it was, I think, a few years later, he discovered the video, and so I talked about it. And since then, he actually we've been messaging each other and such. So, but yeah. Oh wait. Yep, that was on me. Oy. Yeah, that was on me. This thing cannot handle much.
Okay. An unscripted video about a new project I'm working on that you might have seen on my pages. It is called Starstruck. Starstruck is about a girl from Earth named Harper who has dreams of being a really famous musician. One day she is plucked off of Earth into an alien rock tour, and she thinks her dreams have come true, but as it turns out, she is just selected to be the PA for an alien rock star named Azriel Phaser. The show follows Harper's adventures as a PA, so all the typical PA stuff, but with a sci-fi twist. Let's say getting coffee becomes an intergalactic space battle, and talking to an ex of Azriel becomes a battle with an alien punk gang. So if you like cartoons or series like Scott Pilgrim or Regular Show or Final Space, this is kind of like a combination of all three of those things. We have an amazing cast and crew. Jenny Yokobori is playing Harper. You might know her from Hello Kitty. She plays Kuromi on that, as well as Genshin Impact and The Simpsons. Shannon Barry from some comedy videos you might have seen on Funny or Die, and Chris and Jack, as well as short films like Spell.
Okay, I got control back. I don't know what that is. That Firefox thing is on some bullshit. It's like, oh yeah, you need to turn off your browser. You're like, kiss my ass. turn off your safeguard to make it work faster. Bitch, just work faster.
And see-through.
How's about a kiss?
Oh, thank you again for the super chat, Jason Newity. Have you seen Oda King's Alien Animation? No, but is that like a new indie? Like if it is, we can watch it. But if y'all got any recommendations for indies, feel free to drop them in the chat. And also, like I said, remember to leave a like on the actual stream. That pushes out the video. Pushes out the stream to more people. Where can I do a live stream? I have my main ID, main and Insta. I don't know what you are asking, Devastator Kid. Oh, the TIE Fighter guy. I could tell this guy's a lover of animation too.
So have Joey Richter and Lauren Lopez from Star Kid. So if you're a musical fan, you're going to love this. Jamie Costa, you know from several Star Wars fan films, as well as some other awesome stuff he's put out on YouTube. Heather Kipp, you might know her as Red Velvet Cosplay on TikTok and Instagram and other sites. Just really, really excited to work with all these people, as well as our crew, being led by director Neil Graff, who has worked on stuff like Gravity Falls, King of the Hill, Unikitty, and The Great North. Currently,
they got some talent on here, y'all. So I mean, hey, I donated to this too. So I say, hey, let me go give y'all the link to this actually. Okay, let me get y'all a link to their Indiegogo because they definitely could use more attention. This is actually cool. This is a cool concept, and I really like the art style. So I really want y'all to get this a look. Starstruck India. There we go.
This much right now. I hope it's more by the time that I put this video up. We've got about a week left. We really want to make as much money as possible to make this the coolest thing possible. So if you can, please back us, share it with a friend. Any amount helps, any backing helps. We have some really cool perks and rewards, including keychains, stickers, digital posters, behind the scenes looks, and even if you want to be a big spender, you get to create your own character in the show. We've been working on this project for a couple years. It's a big pet project for me. Really excited to do it. And with your help, I think we can make it come to life. You can find information in the link below.
Yeah, I think, the rest is just their information. I think they don't have that same one. They don't have that same trailer up here. Yeah, they got this here. Can I expand this? There we go. I think I did expand it, but it does not look good now, does it, chat? But I think it'll have to work.
That, my dude, is how you get a pre-show copy for intergalactic superstar Azriel Phaser. Oh, he's so cool, it makes me want to barf.
Yeah, he makes me want to barf too.
Oh.
Let's see if he remembers your name this time.
His brain energy is just focused on his art, okay? Makes sense that sometimes he'd forget a name. Do you know how big of a deal it is to be on this tour? We're not talking a once-in-a-lifetime chance. We're talking a statistical impossibility that I somehow managed to break.
The statistical impossibility here is how many scarves this guy owns. What you're doing is getting coffee when you auditioned to play music, remember?
This is how it all works, girl. Grueling, countless hours of unpaid gopher work will build my character and get me in his good graces. Then, on one magical night, the stars will align, and I'll get to play to a giant crowd and serenade galaxies far and wide.
And what if he never asks you to play? Harper?
Well, I better get this coffee to Azriel.
Damn. Just shut down. I don't know what I did there. There we go. Damn. Shut down. Yeah, Starstruck. That was good. I like that. The vibe definitely is like, okay, there's that failing upwards vibe to it, because sometimes the way failing upwards work was these characters talk to each other and then they're kind of regaling certain things that happened to them or certain things they're feeling, and then they would animate the sequences, of what they were talking about, or make these animated sequences of what they were talking about. It's kind of like from Downtown, if you've seen MTV's Downtown before, which I don't know. I feel like we're at a point where it's barely some people have seen it. Major true animation fans definitely, but I don't know. But Downtown's interesting. But yeah, this is from Wayback Studios, man. Go check them out. and go donate. You know, go open up a new tab. Go ahead and go flex that wallet on these indies, on their page. Yeah, let me get let me send this to y'all. Let's see, way back. Yeah, go get them like, cause that's the other thing. I see. I'm looking at this. Oh, this is new. We just. Oh, this was new. Oh my god. So what we just watched, they just uploaded like 27 minutes ago. I thought that was old. Oh my god. They also have a Patreon. Please also support them on their Patreon. Let me go.
Hey, this is
that to them too. Shoot. Give that to you. Put that up there for you. Yeah. Join free, just add them right for now. Okay, y'all. Okay, y'all. Jeez. Yeah. What am I doing? There we go. Can be counted as free promo. Yeah. It's like, I mean, yeah. I didn't mean to like react trailer watch that. Do like a reaction to full on. Well, I mean, I did mean to watch it in terms of promoting their stuff, but damn, I mean, this live stream ain't exactly gonna do the biggest numbers like that. So, and plus we're gonna move it over to the next channel, which, you know, go subscribe to the go to the Man of 1,000 Streams channel to go keep up with all these old streams. But yeah, Wayback Studios.
Unscripted video about a new.
Did Bree upload the 3 tomes? Guess 3 tones ain't up just yet. Okay. Let's get back to not that. All right. Yeah, Wayback Studios. So now what should we do? We going down the list. What is this? Was something that was sent to me by, I think, Tomb for Thought actually sent me this one. Just yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. So this is Escape Space. So hit y'all with that. Actually, let me delete that. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. No full screen just because. This is by Zat Dot. Let's go to the page real quick. Zat Dot. Let's see, gonna put the link there for Zat Dot. There you go. So yeah, go check out their page. Oh, so thanks again, Chase Annuity, for another $7.99. Appreciate this. Thank you for being a big spender. Did you see Pretty Please? I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl and Tick. Are they crowdfunded that one at all? They haven't. Kiana hasn't kicked off a crowdfunder for that one just yet. There are like plushies you can buy, like merch. You can go to the store. I have seen Pretty Please, I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl, but it's definitely already blown up enough that I don't think there's much else me reacting to it would help. But I mean, I could talk about it at some point, but I want to get to these indies. She's working on the second episode, albeit slowly. Yeah, because she at first, like, Pretty Please, I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl was supposed to be more so just kind of a small project, not like quick thing to do. But right now it's doing well. It did numbers, so I kind of want to keep it to the ones that don't have a lot of attention. You know, looking at this only got 8.6k views. So I'm like, let's focus on the indie. I want to focus on the indies that need more attention. But, you know, not to say I would never cover the second episode. If, say, that comes out, I will happily do that. What is this format, actually? What the this is such a HD...
Captain's log. Day 314 since launch. We're picking up speed. At this rate, we'll reach Earth in 90 million years. But we'll find a way to get there sooner. I hope. The Firefly is still holding up after yesterday's collision with some
still
space creatures.
The super chat.
It left a few scratches, but Blake should be almost done fixing it by now. Oh, and we also got invaded by an alien.
Keep that down.
So, I come in peace.
I will say, I am really glad this is more of a thing to use these simpler drawings, or more or less animatics, to get across these pilots. I really do think it's a good thing that more indie creators are learning these tricks that like, it was like, what was it, Becky Prim, and now I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl coming in to show it's like, you don't need it to be a full, complete episode, okay? It's just to get across an idea. That's all you really need sometimes. Just get the idea across. Sometimes you can get it through in simpler ways too, like a comic book. Like whatever, or just throwing the idea. Like Kiana, she just kind of drew some characters and threw the idea up on Tumblr and then just let it grow from there. That's crazy, ain't it? But it's interesting. It's good. It's what got it. See how it got her somewhere, you know. So again, I like that they're doing this more animatic style. Like, this needs to be more the norm moving forward with many pilots. It's like, take advantage of the fact that you don't have to have TV quality. Okay, you don't. It can be impressive, but it usually hurts you more than helps sometimes. Okay.
He's not too bad.
Also, yes, I'm disrupting a bit because I need to make this feel transformative. I know you might be saying, shut up and let him watch the cartoons. I don't want to feel like, again, I'm taking advantage of people's hard work. You got to be transformative on this platform. Otherwise, you're counted as AI.
He keeps on stealing all our sandwiches. I've tried my best, but somehow he's really hard to get rid of.
Oh.
Even Kirk has been acting strange lately. Maybe there's something wrong with the software, or maybe it could be a short circuit. It's been a while since we've done maintenance. Maybe Joey should look at it. Speaking of Joey, he found some sort of strange teleporting rock in the ship.
This line boiling.
We're not sure what it is.
Like,
but
it's in an animatic style, but to add an even more emotion to it, they throw in line boiling. I'm like, crazy. That's actually, man, these things need, like, we need to be showing these things off more, man. Look at this. This was a month ago. This should be blowing up. Line boiling in an animatic. What the fuck? It's not like full Ed and Nettie, but like, it's still like nice to have that. I think it just adds a nice layer to it.
It could explain how we got so far away from Earth. And maybe what happened to our missing crew members.
And since everyone is too busy or missing, I've appointed myself as the new captain and vow to rescue our missing crew.
New captain, huh, Arnie?
Hey, Blake.
You're just a janitor, and a shitty one at that. If we weren't so short-staffed, I wouldn't even be talking to you. Come on. Joey's calling us up to the front.
Hey, wait up! Look, you and Joey are always super busy. I have a lot of free time. Come on, let me do something!
If you want to make yourself useful, you can start doing your job and cleaning up Kirk's mess.
Jesus.
Hot damn, Kirk, what are you doing?
What happened?
I'm summoning the Lord of Darkness.
It's like the 5th time this week. You better clean up this mess. Blake is getting pissed.
Oh shoot, hard level. Oh, hey Arnie. Hey Blake. I'm usually better at this game, but I can't play with an audience.
Just tell us why you brought us here.
Oh yeah. I found a stray signal. Let me just... Oh, here we go.
I hope this works. To whoever is out there, if there's anyone out there, I need your help.
Hey, that's the captain! Hey, Captain!
That's just a recording.
I've been trapped here for who knows how long. This place, it's... Hello? Stay back! I'll be waiting.
So yeah, that's about it.
Dude, Joey! The captain somehow survived! Maybe he knows how to get back to Earth, and how to find the rest of the crew, and find out what's wrong with Kirk, and how to fix the ice cream machine.
Do we know where the source came from?
It's right over there.
Curious about the voice.
It was pretty
for
close
her.
by, so I took a little detour. The source seems to be coming right from the center.
Whoa, what? How did a bunch of buildings get out here in the middle of space?
No idea, but they seem to genuinely be from Earth.
That's awesome! We have to go explore it!
Yeah! Adventure!
No way in hell. That place looks
Whoa.
super dangerous. It's clearly a trap. If you numbskulls think for 1 second we're following the...
Turned on the animation just for this. Crazy. Didn't think they'd do it. But, hey, man.
that signal, then you can kiss my ass.
Hey, Blake! Don't be so down! It's nice to get out of this ship and get some of that...
No, clear. No way in hell. That place looks super dangerous. It's clearly a trap. If you numbskulls think for 1 second we're following that signal, then you can kiss my ass.
Hey, Blake! Don't be so down! It's nice to get out of this ship and get some of that fresh air.
Yeah, you're lucky to have a suit that fits you, or else you would totally be missing out.
On second
Sure, you can
I hope we die out
if you
here.
have any.
Whoop! Go find the signal, Kirk.
If you have anything to show off, you know.
Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, beep boop.
Jeez.
Guess the signal's in here.
Joey, we're about to go in.
Okie dokie. Roger that.
Yeah, sure, send the link.
Oops, sorry about that.
Just break his back? Wait. Wait.
Sorry about that.
It says sorry about that. Proceeds to crack the man's back. What the fuck? I do. Okay, cast Arnie, Sean Madsen. Okay. I think we should stop here. There's about halfway anyway, so we could stop here. Stop at the dude getting his back cracked. Got broke Bane style, like, or Batman style, like, like, he's like, you were only raised in the darkness. I was born in it. Like, shit. He's like, let's see, Joey was Orange VA. Captain Tristan. Orange VA sounds familiar. Captain is Tristan Lampier. All right. And Kirk is Isabella B. Hansen. All right. I've got to go to work now. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, thanks for coming through, and thanks for all the super chats, Jason Newity. Appreciate it. Yeah, send some like. Also, everybody, send some likes to that dot on this one. Send a subscribe too, as y'all saw me do. Y'all like that? Put this where it needs to be. It is in there, right? Yeah. Oh, it's always there. But yeah. Yeah, that was good. I like that so far. I'm gonna finish the rest of it. Got 2 10-minute episodes out. We can watch one. Yeah, if you, well, it's up to you. It's up to you if you, like I said, I want to do half of it, or if you created it, like, it's up to you if you want, if you're okay with me watching the full thing. I'm okay with watching the full thing. I did make it. Yeah. So yeah. So since you made it, like, it's up to you if you're okay with me watching a full episode, or you just want me to keep it to like a preview, like just 5. Okay, totally okay. Okay, cool. We'll get to that one. Someone else threw another suggestion my way. I need the Forgio pilot. Oh yeah. Forgio. Let me open up the community tab. What'd you say? Shot. What'd you say? Yes. Like Forgio. What's Forgio? Forgio. Yes. So escape space. Go check that out. Let's see. Okay, Nessa Sunningale. Add this to the list. Save to the list. Okay. Can you help promote my indie cartoon Full Sail Fin? Mostly concept at the moment. Do you have anything up, like a campaign or the pilot or an animatic or something to show off? If so, like, you can drop it. We can give it a look. Okay, Forgio pilot. Want that there. I need to refresh this. There we go. Let's see. Actually, nerd. Can I go? Okay, nerd. I think I went to your channel. Nerd me gerd. I think I went to your channel thinking you had the your main channel had it. Had your pilot or nah, okay. On over coffee, okay. That's there. I don't need to be there. Okay, on over coffee creations. Okay, let's see this Black Cobra Bridge. There you are. Okay. What would I be looking for? Soulbound, right? Yeah, you said. Yep. Soulbound. All right. Give this a watch, and then the next one will be Forgio. Yeah. No full screen, sorry. But let me also put this in the chat. Give y'all the indie goodness that I know y'all deserve, because these artists put their old backs into this shit, and the least you can do, give them a little bit of your shit, help them out. So send them a little bit of that good shit, help them out. Spitting bars. Pilot's animation is hella rough, by the way. It was just me and a couple friends. Yeah. And don't worry about it. It's indie. 20K views. All right. Nice. So we're watching the full thing of Soulbound. Introduction of the corroding self. Location and spirit mount. Unknown. Yeah, sorry, y'all. I know you might have looked like I got impatient there, but I was like, okay, man. Kind of held on that shot. I was like, okay, here we go. Is he gonna say something? Oh. Bit slow. Something we also worked to improve in the other episodes.
Hey! You better not be slacking off again.
Whoa.
Come on!
Is there
I
some
thought it was
Carol?
Mennonite with a
We
body.
need to investigate the cursed forest before it becomes nighttime.
Okay.
Guys! You all told me the clearing had nothing.
I never told him that.
I did.
But look what I
Oh,
found!
style changes.
How the fuck? You guys want some?
No.
I don't do chocolate anymore. It's poisonous to me now. Apparently.
Okay.
Apparently.
Oh.
Gives off Mad Newgrounds energy in the best way possible. Oh yeah, there's definite like Mad Newgrounds energy to it. Like the style switches is definitely like, oh yeah, they did, like Newgrounds did that type of stuff constantly. It was fun to see that, you know, because like different artists, just seeing different artists in different shots could be interesting or fun. Looks like I made that a little bit. Let's be a little nice here, y'all. Like, these people are doing the best they can. You gotta remember, they're working with small resources. Every indie pilot is always working from, like, zero. I mean, I can look over a little bit of the your latest episode, nerd, just so, you know, show the improvement.
Nightshade. Time.
Just a few more moments, Lady Nakrina.
Did you lay out the bait?
Yes, Your Unholiness. Though, Nakrina.
Whoa.
Did you lay out the bait?
Yes, Your Unholiness.
That caught me off guard. She just, the way she moved. The way she moved caught me off guard. Whoa.
Though I've never seen the masked
Man,
one
these are
eat.
some
And I don't think canines can have chocolate either.
It's just for the bear.
Whoa.
Figured he'd keep them busy for today.
Bro.
I'll give him 9 minutes. 10.
I'm not going back for that one, but yeah, the way who plays that cat lady is great, but Dan Haskett and Simpsons. Dan Haskett in Simpsons. Very Dan Haskett, my nigga. Like, that was like Bebe's Kids with Jamaica, that one Jamaica shot. Like, oh God. Oh, I wasn't expecting sex appeal. I'm be real. That's crazy. Furry sex appeal. What the fuck?
Tots. Oh, soup's on.
West Forest. Restricted.
I saw something further up north. It could be a clue for how to escape.
Why are you taking me with you then? You're skilled enough to make it on your own.
Because you need to get stronger if you want to get out of here.
Are we in a rush?
You've seen what happens when you stay in the clearing for too long. Do you want to end up like Frostbite? He wasn't like this before you came, you know?
I don't get cut. I just did a sound effect on it where you just like,
Look, I'm one of them now. Ah!
oh, crazy. Man's tripping off the finny.
A little help?
Jeez. What the?
Damn it, fall back!
Damn, swiping at him.
Limbo dwellers, am I right?
Man's tripping harder than Sokka with the cactus juice.
Ah.
What are you doing?
It's nice here. Calm, quiet, not trying to maul me.
Do you want to leave Astral Valley?
I do. I just... I don't
Jason,
know.
I thought you left.
We should stay here, recuperate, and try again
Like, I'm
tomorrow.
not crazy. I know you just. I've
You don't
got
have
to
to
go
do
to
this
work
for
now.
me.
Thanks for the stream.
Come on.
Yeah.
We should go back there and finish
Aren't
what
you
we
at
started.
work? I'm early at work. You a real one, Jason Newity. You a real one. I love. Appreciate you, bro. Man's left the stream to go to work. Got to work early, so we got time left to actually continue watching the stream some more. It is back now. Okay. You a real one, Jason. Appreciate you.
Soon the thicket will be too dangerous. For now, let's get you a bath.
So, I've been meaning to ask. Are you a guy or a girl?
I'm a sir.
Ah, right.
Well, damn. Gotta be asking genders right away, dang.
Sorry about getting cold feet today. It really isn't easy for me, I guess. Seems I still have some things I really need to work out. Some words of encouragement wouldn't kill you, you know.
You'll get them when you've earned it. Don't get too comfortable. I want you up and sharp in the morning tomorrow.
Fine. I'm getting out now. Can you look away? I'll see you tomorrow.
Just disappeared into nothing.
Hey! Come on, we got a lot of ground to cover today. Making up for lost time, let's go!
Hey guys, look what I found this time.
Frostbite? Frostbite, no. Put it down.
Okay.
Jeez.
Damn it, Frostbite!
Damn. Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, it definitely was a little slow. I think it definitely needed a little more, I don't know, a little more exposition on characters, I want to say. But like you said, that was the first episode. Let's try a little bit of the second. Where's the second? Where's there? Yeah. He's like, yeah, kind of raw dog. Yeah, it definitely does have that feel. But I think it's like there's an idea here, you know. It's like, okay, you have a there. So I think it's like, yeah, you can continue to build from this. You know, there's foundation to work from. You know, so we can watch a little bit. Yeah, we planned out the story first, so yeah, you know. Once you really get to the swing of things, that's when it's like, yeah, but we'll watch a little bit of this. What the? Sorry, I can't play in full screen because I'm afraid it'll break everything. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely feels like you upped the ante a little more here.
Not even that comfortable.
Diurnal creature.
Yeah, the biggest thing is the style changes. That could be a bit jarring. Almost feels like you're watching one of those reanimation projects.
Some rather cute, too.
Oh, jeez. I will say, as a pointer, if you use this character way more, this little black cat lady, I guarantee you will get a lot of fans on this whole entire project. Y'all start popping her up way more in them thumbnails. You will see an uptick. We are all collectively figuring out the style here. Yeah. Yeah, it mainly, I think, yeah, the biggest thing is to tie down your style a little bit. Like, oh yeah, she plays a big part in episode 3. Y'all better make make sure she is big time on that thumbnail in some way, however you can do. Just saying, like, tap into that furry market. if you got a character who can fit the mold, you know, tap in a little bit.
All right, keep it in your pants, sister. Shall I deploy the gift?
With gusto.
We got model sheets for the characters at the start of episode 2. Nice.
Well, that covers our work for a while. Drinks?
What was the biggest thing that
are
like
on me.
inspired this project for you? I think we can stop right there. Yeah, I think I think it's a pretty interesting concept. I think it really is like it could use a little bit of just needs some touching up in the animation department a little bit. It's not like bad, but it is like it just needs consistency. But I still say like give it, you know, still a good watch. I'm interested to see y'all like grow from where you are. You know, this, you know, you keep at it, get better as you go along. So I'm interested to see where you go from there. And I'm gonna definitely finish up on this episode 2 later. Second half of episode 2 I'd say is much better. Okay, yeah. I watched that one. Watch the rest of that later, but we can definitely send that to folks so they can give a good watch themselves. Okay. Yeah, no rush. So, yeah, put this in the didgeridoo. Not the didgeridoo. Why'd I say that? Why y'all let me say that, chat? What's wrong with y'all? Actually just got accepted into a film festival. Nice. Yeah, I'm glad to see that's moving forward for y'all. Okay. Who else did we have? Forgio, and then I want to look at the 3-minute clip from Loser. What's a 3? Is it on your channel, Loser? Like, I think, what is it? Dropouts opening scene? That might be it. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna have that ready to watch. I'm gonna put this in okay. Forgio, since it's about by Nessa Sunningale. Since it's about 6 minutes 50 seconds, we can watch the whole shebang. They did not show the link. Did it not? Yeah, I guess you can't share links in here. I might have to change that rule. I don't know. Oh.
How's about a kiss?
Have you seen Tea Leaves by Asian in animation on YouTube? Didn't get enough attention in my opinion. I might check that out then. And also thanks again, Chase Annuity, for the $7.99. Again, appreciate you so much with all these donations. God damn. What are we looking for? Participants, I don't know. I guess. Trying to see if I can change something in this thing to be able to let y'all like automated filters stand there. I want to let y'all like talk in here. Block links. No comments and viewers posts with hashtags will be held. This setting does not apply to you, moderators. Already already blocked in live chat. Oh, it's just gonna do. Yeah, it don't matter. It just blocks URLs and hashtags no matter what in live chat. So I can't do none. Damn, I'm sorry, y'all. Oh wow. What are we doing? I also got the voice of Crystal from Star Fox's guest star on episodes 2 and 5. Nice. Oh my God, Estelle Harris. Man, it's kind of funny. She took advantage of the fact she's just riding the waves of that of Crystal. And it's funny because it's like Nintendo long since ain't doing shit with her. Like, it's crazy. I mean, Crystal was a cool character. I don't know, but the game she was in wasn't great. That's the downside. But she's been able to ride the wave of that character for a while. Even posting some questionable art on her socials. But neither here nor there. 4GO, let's get to it. This is by Nessa Sunningale. Let's get that lean. Get over. Actually, wait. Just before we do anything, I just realized what I needed to do. I need to go over to... Yeah, I meant to go over Coffee Creations YouTube and drop that for you. Because y'all definitely need this for Soulbounds. Over coffee. There we go. Actually, I just thought about that. If they do block links, do y'all see the links when I post the live chats? In the live chats, like, do y'all see my links? Or, because if it's just blocking yours only. All right, going to work for real. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Tell me real quick. Like, I'm really curious. It's like, do y'all see? Like, I just posted Soulbounds over Coffee Creation Studios. Like, I posted their link just now. Do y'all see it? Like, y'all see it in the chat with y'all? Yeah, see the YouTube. Okay, cool. Because I didn't want that to be a wasted effort. Otherwise, it's like, shit. Well, yeah, just wasted effort. Because, I mean, it still works fine because, you know, I'm putting it up on display. You can type it in yourself anyway. So, for you. Also, sorry for the fart in y'all ears. Yeah, by Nessa Sunningale. Go over to the channel, get over here, get a copy of this, and then .4GO pilot. Pilot page. And then oh, turn that off. Ooh. Here we go. All right. 4GO. Whoa. Okay. Like, they be holding on shots sometimes. I'm like, okay, cut. Like, next shot.
Wow. Let's do this.
I always have these, I don't know, people always draw characters with these blushes on their faces, and it's like, I don't know, it's like, I get it at one point, but at the same time, it just makes me feel like they're always in a perpetual state of embarrassment.
Took you long enough.
Sorry. Didn't know where my stuff was. It's what I get for not putting it in the right place. Though you're usually gone by now, swamped with your kingly duties.
It'll be fine. I'm not busy anyway.
Well then, I'll be back at 6. Remember that Rocky has his band practice today, and Tenny is...
I've got this, love.
We'll catch up later then. Love you.
Yeah, audio sometimes can always be rough, especially when it comes to indie, because people tend to be or they record through, like, some people have their own home studios, you know, but sometimes they might not have a great mic or a great setup, so it could be tricky to try to make a consistent sound, especially when you have everyone in different places recording different mics. So it's noticeable, but it's not. I don't knock people. It's like it's just how it goes, you know. If you make money, then you could send out mics to your actors anyway.
How long ago was this found?
Just a few minutes before we contacted you. We've been guarding the area since.
And you haven't seen anything out of the blue besides this?
We've got sharp eyes, and we have this goody here to thank for the findings.
You sure saved me from running in circles for the time being. Thank you. You're all free to go. I'll handle this.
Where does this take place?
You better have a good reason for making me do hurdle jumps over fallen logs. Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like
some common folk found this
wrong,
artifact not too long ago. We should get it in a safe place as soon as possible. This is why I called you.
And we have 12 of these artifacts already. How many of these are laying around? It could just give any band ability to any human walking around. This is very dangerous.
I don't know how many of them we need to find. Arcalia created over 300 powers, and I don't know how many of them she transferred into objects. And the only person who would know that information is Arcalia herself.
I can hear your gears turning. We should get Yoshi on this as a precaution. Not that the two of us can't handle it, but that he has a bit more knowledge. And you called me here. This is what I think we should do.
Am I that easy to read?
No. Having another brain tackling this would be easier than playing the guessing game a million times over a rock. Again.
Yeah. Real mature of you, Ayoshi. Real mature.
As if you're able to do the same, Nathan.
Oh, I can do it twice as fast.
While being the splitting image of a bull in a china shop, maybe.
Sorry, it feels like I don't have much to say. It's just
The gem
I'll
holds
leave my thoughts
magic
for later.
that can wither anyone who touches it.
I'm glad we found it when we did. Who knows what hands it could have ended up in.
At least we didn't hit rock bottom. Despite having this book for quite some time, it's missing a fair amount of pages.
You want to find the pages too?
The artifacts come first and foremost.
Yeah, it might just be a me thing. I think it's all right. I'm not like that's all I can really say. Just to be a little bit honest, it's like I think it's all right. You know, I'd still put it, keep it in the playlist, give it its support. But I don't know. For me, I kind of get, I don't know. A lot of things try to sell you on their lore, and I'm very much a sell me on the people. This story's about first. The lore comes second, more third, if anything, to me. And I think this wanted to focus in more on, you know, trying to build up the world and the mystery angle. And I don't know, because it's using these fantastical elements of like artifacts. I'm like, okay, what's important about these artifacts? Are they super powerful? What are their destructive capabilities? It's kind of that it falls in line to that show. You know, it might sound a little bad, but it's annoying to say this. But it's like, you know, you got to do a lot of show. Don't tell me. Like, you're telling me there's something important about it. It's why I put off the lore stuff till episode 3 in my series. Yeah, you want to grow your connections amongst your characters a little more before going so hard in your world building, because while your world may be interesting, at the end of the day, the characters are who we're going to be experiencing this world through. And if, you know, I don't know, I needed them to really, and it kind of really need to reel me in on the artifact deal. I didn't know what really makes artifacts important or dangerous or anything of significance. So I'm just like, I don't know, I couldn't get wrapped up in the mystery. I guess that's just kind of my thing. But I don't know, what do y'all think? Wanted to give the audience a sense of the characters' dynamics first. I think for your part, you did go in more so for characters, and I think that's one thing that keeps it intriguing enough. The biggest thing for you, the biggest thing I think for Soulbound was just pacing. It's like, okay, tighten up, and that's kind of the same thing for this. It's like tighten up a little bit. It's like those moments. Give yourself about a few seconds of a count for the next cut, you know. Give yourself like maybe 3-4 seconds before the cut, because sometimes it can go above 5, and then it's like, whoa, we get the point. What are we holding for? You know. But I say, you know, for Soulbound, the characters are fun enough that it's like you do want to see where things are going, but it is like, again, like, just tighten up. And like I said, for this, it's like tighten up. Art style wise, I do like it. I think can be a nice evolution if it continues to go forward. But I do want to say, you know, give it a subscribe. Give Nessa Sunningale a subscribe. I think it's just one of those things where it's just personally not my main thing, but I still recommend it. I still toss it out to people who it might vibe with more. You know, this is just, I don't know. I can like lore stuff, but I'm very much don't sell me in the first episode on the lore. Sell me on the characters. Sell me on the story. The lore is like, you know, comes third to me. But you know, what are y'all thoughts? I'm always like, sound off in the chat more. Like, feels a little bit ghost towny, y'all. Done a Rica a while back, kind of kept it in the vault somewhere. I mean, if there is a better recut, it's up to you. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with showcasing, like, if you have a different version or anything like that. Plus, hell, there could be extra a few more bucks, you know. Basically, just trimmed down the parts that dragged. I do love some lore, but it's gotta be really good. Yeah, that's my stand. It's like you really gotta suck me into the actual like prospects of the world, and that can be a tough sell. Release them in parts as shorts. Yeah, I think that's a great thing. I'm glad a lot of indie creators are doing more of is putting shorts or making shorts of their pilots, or using like clips from their pilots as shorts. Like, I think like that's excellent. That's good stuff. That's extra revenue for yourselves. Like way more indie creators need to be taking advantage of that angle. I like the episode, but I'd say pacing is probably something that I'd have to say could have been tightened a bit too. Yeah. That's just kind of it. It's always like that pacing. It's like, I hate shorts ideologically, but it is good for business. I think shorts work fine when you're not TikToking it, in a sense. You know, you're making these individual skits. I was making individual like shorts for, say, like a lot of shows that would come on, and like I call it small thoughts, and at some point it was like it's too much of a crapshoot to keep making these shorts the way I was making them, like making original like shorts and then uploading them. It was too much. It's when some would go pop up, others most wouldn't. I'm like, you know what? Let's stick to just taking clips from what already has been made, like taking clips from a stream or taking clips from why I even got hooked on to K-pop. Small thoughts was why I even got hooked on to K-pop Demon Hunters. Yeah, see, the way I turned like the K-pop Demon Hunters video, I took a clip from that, uploaded that as a short. It's like, count that as a new type of small thoughts, because they're just easier to do it that way, and the algorithm seems to reward it when it feels way more directly attached to an actual video or so. So, I mean, it's how it goes. I want to try going for a dopamine detox type vibe, but went a little too far in that direction first go round. Yeah. It's one thing to want to put people on a detox, but I think you want to put them in the high first to see this is what it feels like, but now it feels awful. Now let's chill out of that maybe. But I don't know. Teach their own. I think the vibe works well, like, but it is like, tighten it up. Like, I like feeling the vibe, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm watching a story too. Aiming to have a mix of tighter scenes than moments where you get to set in a scene. Yeah. But, yeah, Fergio, I biffed it. No, you didn't biff it. You're learning. You're learning. Not denying that. You're learning. That's all it is. Y'all improve. You get better as you go along. I wouldn't say, biffed it. Like, hell, I'm planning to upload my old videos, a bunch of my old videos, and a compilation on the Thought Lounge channel, and like looking back on them old videos, they're rough. They're fucking horrible. I had to, the audio was so bad, I had to like deconstruct them a bit and then redo them just to level them out a bit. The microphone's crap and I'm overloading it, but I'm glad to have them up to showcase I'm different now. Things are different than where we were, you know? It's like to show humble beginnings, that type of stuff. So I think what you got, nerd, I think it's good. It's in a category of, I should say, it can get better. It can need some improvement, but there's a vision here. There's a vision, you know. It's like I'm seeing where I can see where you're going. And I kind of want to say a little bit the same thing for Forgio. It's like, I can see where you're going. Like, may not be fully there, but I see a vision. And I think that's always something a lot of people who get into this field like can be lacking. Like, new people can get into this field and be lacking that sense of vision. It's like, where do you want to go? You know, this feels like, and I think Forgio feels like something that has a vision. It's just, for me, it's a vision I'm kind of in I don't know if I want to keep looking type of deal, but that's personally for me. I like lore stuff can be tricky to get me into sometimes, if like, because like I said, I'm very much heavy on character and mainly more so character and story, you know. But yeah, I say give it some support. Now we're gonna look at Losers Dropouts, the opening scene. Let's get you situated in the chat. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is their page. Be able to see it. Of course, y'all can go to Losers' actual channel since they typing in the chat anyway. But you know. Drop out. You know. Here you go. All right. Green High School. Green High School. What a way to spell green. Just flip the E and flip one of the E's in the end. Wait, there's a naked guy. Wait, my warning didn't go through. There's a naked guy. Oh. How naked we talking? We talking booty cheeks or penis? Booty cheeks might be able to be. We might be able to skate by on booty cheeks, but I don't know if we can get by on a penis. Like male frontal casual guy taking a bath. Is he fogged up or? Like, again, I mean, I feel like you would have gotten taken down if it was full-on dick. If it's just, like if it's censored in a way, then it's like, we should be fine. No, you see it, but it's... I might... Whoa. Characters look crazy.
I do.
They told us not to throw our lives away. Never give up. I'm starting to think we should have listened to them.
Maybe. But... give up what? A life we never even had? I've thought so many times I'd be one of the ones. The fucking winners.
Okay.
Assholes
Again,
beat the odds.
long shots, man.
But I wasn't built for that. I was built for this. Failure. A loser hanging out with his loser friends.
Hey!
But you guys aren't losers. That's why I knew this was never going to last.
Jeez.
I'm not mad. I get it. I drag you down.
Jesus, Snake.
I'm a fuck up.
Woo! What is that?
Fuck am I still here? I just want this to
Oh, okay, yep. Yeah, I just skipped that. That seemed like it was gonna be a long shot. I know that was maybe a title drop.
Hey, Jax, it's me. Don't flake out on me, man. I need you. Call me back, okay?
Yeah. Oof.
Please.
All right. Aside from that, aside from that flash of a dick, that was interesting. It's definitely has an interesting vibe to it. I am curious to see what a full episode would look like. It's like, okay, so it's this guy. I'm guessing he graduated high school with no real prospects, and now in his adult life, he's starting to have some regrets. If I'm guessing right. Oh, drama series that follows the lives and regrets. Yep, there we go. Regrets. Of 6 friends 1 year after they all decide to drop out of high school together. The pilot episode Late Show shows Nick and Marissa on the morning after their breakup, doing their best to operate within the unfairness of life as the universe seemingly conspires against both of them, determined to make them late for their jobs. Alright, here's the cast list as well for everybody. Alright. I like the vibes. It's pretty interesting. I do kind of want to see where you take it. You know, I want to see what a full episode looks like from that. It's interesting. Pretty interesting. The fact that they're dropouts, it's like, that is an interesting angle to explore, honestly. It's like, what would a group of dropouts look like? Like, how do they go through things? How are they getting through life in this crazy world that pretty much would not be on their side, you know? So, yeah, you know, I'd say loser. You might have a winner with that one. So I say, you know, put some hype out there. I'm willing to put some hype out there for this. This looks interesting, though. Warn people about the dick. Looking at the shot from those buses. Yeah, I'd say switch up that shot. It needs a little more something else happening. It could be a different shot of something else. It's too long of a shot for the buses, you know. Like, something else happening. We've seen the shot before. You know, that was it. Let's see. Man almighty, we got a bunch of stuff. Let's see. Bjorn the Last Unicorn. This is from Pencillist Studios. Like, they've been around for a hot minute. Yeah, Shabbat did that one. So yeah, Bjorn the Last Unicorn from Pencillist Studios. They've been around. Yeah, they're a major indie channel. 600 fucking videos. Yeah. If y'all want like major indie animation and helping out a studio, it's like, here you go. There's a major studio right now. Pencillist Studios. I haven't been able to really lock in on a lot of their stuff too much, but I've been aware of their presence, you know. Pencil Studios. Okay, here we go. And now the last unicorn. Here we go. Make this the last one, and then we'll move on. And then call it for the stream. We'll only watch this is 16 minutes. Okay. Alright, we'll only watch about half. About 8 minutes, 30 seconds. That'll be it. That's enough.
My name is
Bjorn the Last Unicorn. definitely TV quality animation. Jeez.
Long ago, majestic creatures frolicked amongst the great mountain ranges of Garterbelt. Yea, they were the unicorns, though they were pure and just. To the barbarians of old, they were worth that of a king's hoard. Especially
Man,
their
I'll make it
horns they so proudly
5
display.
minutes because I feel like
It
we
was
can
the
get a
source
lot
of their
out of
magic
this.
and eternal optimism. Millennia ago, they were driven into hiding by the greedy ways of man. Until lo, there remaineth but one unicorn unknown, and he hadeth enough of being alone.
Good
This
morning,
animation is so
everyone.
smooth. It's crazy.
Morning, Bertram. Janine, you're looking so well. Gunther, love what you're doing with that hair. Ah, another day. Another day of... Huh, the day looks very much open.
This is the same for a channel I've never heard of. I know, right?
No,
It looks
Henry,
so
it's not you.
crazy. Like, this
I've
is
just
quality.
feeling a little far down lately. It's not that. Maybe I'm having mid-century crisis. Every day is the same. For there to be something new to happen, that would be fun, you know?
Hey, look at this.
I did it! Oh, it's so hard. I think I have asthma.
He thinks he has asthma. Damn! I fucking scream! It's gone! Just dead!
Thanks, Kevin! You're kinda amazing! Ooh! Huh? Oh, it's too good! Oh, this is wonderful! Everyone is so happy and fulfilled and respectful of each other. There is no sign of toxic or unhealthy coping mechanisms. The world is like not at all how I remember.
Oh
Ooh!
Getting addicted to social media. He's doomed.
Oh no! Bertram, it isn't working! I must know more. These things that I have seen last night were amazing. I too want to spread joy and hope, and I know just how
Like,
I'll do
if they
it.
just threw on some shading, this literally would look like Disney, like a Disney movie, man.
Bye-bye,
They just threw
everybody.
some shading
Hubert,
onto
Fiona.
Bjorn, or characters.
Now, Hilda, you behave. Aw, Kirby. You really want to come with me?
Thus, with a wave of his magical horn, lo, a beautiful handcrafted sled doth appeareth.
Nigga stole the sled from the Grinch.
Whoop, whoop! I'm telling you! It chased me down the mountain, it turned corners, and everything.
No, that Kevin. What a guy he is.
Okay, sweetie. Maybe the altitude's getting to you.
No, Becca, I know what I saw, babe. The rocks are rebelling against me.
Well, at least you're safe now. And I got some great shots for Patty's social media. Didn't I, pretty girl?
Carby, this woman will be perfect to help me become big influencer.
Becca! Stop making everything about you.
He's the last unicorn. He's trying to be an influencer.
Would you even care?
That's the legacy of the unicorns?
Probably
Damn.
sad that the rocks didn't succeed.
Then again, unicorns are jerks.
I have needs, Becca. I have. No.
What?
That was a skip. Yeah, that was weird.
What?
My phone.
He just kind of skipped backwards randomly.
naked
I
without
think
it.
I know what they were going for, but
You do have clothes on.
Bet.
Calm down. It's okay. Let's just retrace your steps.
I've got to find it. I'm coming for you, baby. Now that I think about it, I probably just left you in the car.
Would it kill you to
realize it
send me
midway
someone
through?
normal? I can't believe believe I traveled to Norway with that idiot.
Travel to Norway with what? Why? Did you just meet him? Dancing rocks. Okay.
Oh, couldst there be any place like it? Aye. Once Bonnie Becker is dropped off by her gigeth economy transportation professional, she's in for the shocketh of her life.
Wow. Ow! Stop that!
Jeez. Honestly, the animation is so crazy. It's like, hell, have you seen you're still going, just finished. What work have you done? What? Still just finished work. What do you mean? We've just been streaming for 3 hours. No way in hell you fucking watched the stream for a bit, went to work, did some work, and came back to the stream. What the fuck? What do you mean? It's just a welfare check in my day. It's just a welfare check in my day off. Nigga. Okay. You're a real one for coming back again. Somehow missing the end. Because after this, we're done. The stream, we're stopping after this one. After a few ending announcements. Not announcement, but, you know, things I want to shout out.
Hi there!
Little goat man! You're goat man! Little goat man! You're goat man!
I need some oomph to that sound effect. Like that was just tiny.
Man, you're goat
Watch
man.
this. Like, see, like that was so faint. I'm like, y'all got, it's like when doing sound design for anything, it's like boost up the audio. It needs to sound like someone got hurt. Okay, she ran into that door. It should sound like she got contused easily. Like any character who faces damage, the sound got to be painful. Like that's just the rule of thumb for any sound design.
Stop there, you heathen!
Gotta sound like they about to go in medical debt,
I'm an
you know?
incredibly important celebrity. I'm an icon to the people. I cannot be harmed. Stay back.
Put Kirby down. He is just small child. There, Kirby. It is okay.
Sounds funny in its own way. Like it's such a weak impact, but still knocked her out cold. Yeah.
And her.
I can speak most any language. Cat, dog, human, rock, vegetable, fish, door. Oh, you wouldn't
Door.
believe how chatty doors are. Oh, and fairy. But only the Norwegian municipality. German fairies are very rough crowd. The dialect is tricky too.
Trying to say something with that one. Yeah, just straight up trying to run the fade.
Ah, don't hurt me.
You can talk.
I'll probably keep up with this. I kind of like this, Loki. Like I don't know. The charm is really getting me. I like this.
Can we be friends?
That was so beautiful.
Thank you. It is an ancient song used to quiet storms. My name is Bjorn, the last unicorn. I saw how you make famous Patty on your glowy rock. I want to be social media influencer too. I want to bring happiness to people. Do you think you can help me to do this?
Well, I'll admit, I never thought I'd be supervising a unicorn. All right, you've got yourself a momature.
All right. I think I want to end it there. So it's only 8 minutes. But yeah, I like this. This is pretty it's cute. It's really cute, and it has a lot of charm. Honestly, I like how it goes. It's just I want to see where. I don't know if they got more episodes of this, but I'm down to watch more of this. It's a charming show. It's a charming little show. Because what really caught me off guard is that animation. It's like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, this looks like it looks like a step above a bit, or step close to Juniper Lee, if you remember that show. Like, seriously, you look back on that show had no reason to look as gorgeous as it did. But like, this is in that, like, kind of in that ballpark, but a bit more loose though, like more loose than Juniper Lee. But yeah, man, I like this. This is fun. This is Pencillist Studios. Like, y'all go check them out. They are clearly doing some big things, man. And it's weird they're like a studio that don't get talked about enough. It's like, come on, man. It's weird that they're not talked about as much. Like, I think I saw their booth one time when I went to Lightbox. Yeah, I went to Lightbox one year. It was interesting. It was they got some interesting stuff. So I definitely want to check out more of what they got. Isaiah, but sorry you're showing up now, considering I think about to we're about to sign off. Sorry. I need to go to my blue sky. Where the fuck is my blue sky? It's just wait. What the? Here we go. I want to shout out currently at the Animation Appreciation Hub that the next pitch night, which is where we do the next indie animation pitch night, which is where we pretty much promote a bunch of people's indie pilots, where they talk about new pilots that some new creators are making, as well as some updates on current projects. You know, you're gonna see a bunch of updates on some new things here and there. I mean, you're gonna see some new stuff, as well as some updates on old things as well, if you've seen any of the previous pitch nights. So, you know, set your schedules for July 26th, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to be able to see see the next indie pitch night, see that new premiere Saturday on July 26th, 5 p.m. EST. It's gonna have a lot of indies. It's gonna be a fun event. You know, Keith helps pretty much coordinating the whole thing, getting it all together, getting all the assets, and putting all the projects together. So big shout outs to Offbeat Kiki for all the work they're doing and putting through with the Animation Appreciation Hub. And y'all should easily also go subscribe to the channel to keep up with a lot of animation, indie animation stuff. So, you know, go over there, get them some love. Give it some love. As you know, I host 2 on there. But Appreciation Hub. So give it the support you need. Give all these indie creations the support they deserve. You know, all the monies, all of it. Go to it. So yeah, that was a bunch of indies for the night, and covered all the news, did all the things. This was a fun stream. Thank you all so much for coming out. Thank you for showing your support for all these indie projects. I always am happy to give out as much support as I can to these projects, because I love the medium animation, and I feel like indie is a good way to keep that medium going strong. So thank you all so much. Let me get y'all to the next screen. Thanks for just thank you so much for watching. Sorry, I was reading something else. Shout out Super D for joining as we're signing off. Appreciate you, buddy. But yeah, we're signing off. This is the end of the stream. But it was a fun one, so you know, you want to rewatch the live of it. Like, it's definitely something to listen in on. But you know, with that, thank you all for coming out. Always remember, it's just a thought.